Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I think we're live. Hey guys, it's Bumper. Hope you're having a great day today, and if not, hopefully I can make things a little bit brighter. And welcome to our Genshin Impact live stream. Sorry it took so long, guys. For some reason, it took like at least 15 minutes for Genshin to load. Oh, I know I said I'd start at 1:30, and now it's like 2, but as I said, it took at least 15 minutes, if not more, just to, for some reason, for Genshin to verify files and whatever technical mumbo gunk. But hey, we're here now, so I can bring brightness to all of your days, hopefully. We try our best around here. But anyway, if you're wondering what we're doing today, we are going to be checking out the Windblume Festival. I wasn't around for the first one since I joined in... What year was it? 21? No, or was it I can't remember, for Pete's sake. Okay, so... Oh, okay. Yeah, I think 21 sounds about right. Because this is like my second year, I think. I'm not for sure, whatever. Or either way, I wasn't here for the first Windblume Festival, so it'll be quite fun to go and do that. So let's get started with this since we got started late, shall we? No more chitty-chatty. Let's just go to the quest. Yes, okay, a gathering of Outlanders. Let's go. So let's see, I'm guessing in Mondstadt. Yep, I've been avoiding Mondstadt since this patch came out because I didn't want to accidentally start this quest, since I was guessing I probably had all the prerequisites, which I did, so a good thing I remembered to do that. And what are these? It looks so cute. Oh my goodness. Everything looks so cute, like a spring festival. Oh, this is adorable. Oh, I love this. This is gonna be great.
Hey there, Catherine.
It's been a while since we talked.
Good day, you two. It's nice to see you here at this festive time.
So, got any jobs for us?
Wait, are we gonna be taking jobs right now? Come on, can't we just enjoy the festival with our friends?
I'm afraid I'd struggle to find you any commissions in the near future. With the arrival of the Windblume Festival, the only task most Mondstadters are busy with is preparing gifts for their loved ones. But it's customary to do this oneself without assistance.
Okay, that's interesting. Makes sense, you know. Oh, like, I can understand wanting to do it by yourself. Makes it more special.
Think of this period as the off-season for the Mondstadt branch of the Adventurers Guild. Spring is here, love is in the air, and everyone wants to relax and enjoy themselves. Even the cats at the tavern next door have been getting lovey-dovey with one another recently.
That's funny. Even the cats know the season.
Ew. Gross. You know that feeling you get when you burst out the doors after a nice nap, hoping to make it to the store before the limited edition drinks sell out, only to get there just in time to see the last 2 glasses snatched away right from under your nose by a couple of pesky lovebirds? That's what this feels like.
I agree with Lumine on this one. It's extremely specific, Paimon.
Perhaps you two could simply take this chance to...
Relax.
Traveler, Paimon, thank goodness I found you. There's something I need your help with.
Oh, sure. Is there something wrong?
Whoa! Sucrose?
Is everything okay? Albedo okay? You okay?
Go ahead, Sucrose. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway. Phew. Okay, here's the situation. I've been appointed as the Windblume Festival's special ambassador by the Knights of Favonius this year.
You need an ambassador for a festival? And what exactly does that entail?
My task is to do good deeds for people during this festival of gratitude and love.
Okay, thank you for explaining. But that doesn't sound too hard.
Nice one! So how did they decide who to appoint anyway? They spun an empty bottle donated by Angel's Share inside a circle with all our names on it.
whoever's name the bottle stopped at got chosen.
Okay, spin the bottle, but for who gets the crazy task. Sounds a bit convoluted, but okay.
I think so too. But everyone said that it was to make it fair, so everyone had an equal chance to become the special ambassador. The thing is, I'm not great at dealing with people, so I was really daunted by it at first. But I'm still glad that I got this role.
Okay, so what do you need? Why are you coming over for help? Did something go wrong?
Luckily, I came up with a way to spur myself on, which has helped. Have a look.
A jar? Why do you need a jar? How does that make you want to go on with helping out?
Is that a test tube?
Oh, a test tube. Okay, that makes more sense, but either way, what in the world?
Yep, every time I do a good deed for someone, I get them to breathe into a test tube. That way, I can collect everyone's breaths of joy.
What? Sucrose? Are you okay? Like, Sucrose. Sucrose, okay. It sounds like the most, like, I don't understand human emotion things in science nerd situation that I've ever heard of.
Sounds fascinating. Are you gonna use them in your research?
Yeah, what in the world can you do with it?
Yes. I believe these breaths of joy will serve as valuable raw materials for alchemical transmutation. With any luck, I'll be able to produce something truly miraculous.
Like an extra sweet sensedia, like you once did in the past?
Darn, now Paimon's hungry. Wait, you're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
No, I'm not trying to make you hungry, Paimon. Why would I do that? Like...
Actually, I meant something even more exciting than that. I can't say for sure until I have more test results to confirm my hypothesis, though. Alchemists mustn't make claims they can't live up to.
Yeah, I get that.
Anyway, I'm still missing one final breath of joy.
Oh, is that all you need help with? That's easy.
Yeah, we could just do something nice for someone, help you out, get a really good one.
Just treat Paimon to a sweet madame. Then you'll get your last breath of joy.
More like sweet madame breath.
Hey, come on! Paimon's doing her best to help, okay? So, does it need to be more like official or ceremonious or something?
No, joy isn't measured in those terms at all.
Well, she kinda gets it, at least.
Let me put it this way. Have you ever planted a fruit seed and cared for it while it grows?
Yeah. I've grown tomatoes before for 4-H, so yeah, I've done that.
In the same way that those tender, sweet fruits are the product of your time and effort, the amount of joy derived from an experience is positively correlated to the degree of hardship overcome during it.
I guess, yeah.
For example, in my case, I would say that to experience a statistically significant amount of joy, I'd have to do something like spend 6 months developing a medicine formula to a point where it was finally consistently effective.
Okay, I think I get what you mean.
Similarly, in order to collect a significant amount of joy from other people, I have to find ways to do something sufficiently challenging on their behalf.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. Long story short, you want us to help you find people for you to help. Oh, that's pretty tough given that it's the Windblume Festival and all.
Yeah.
Oh, I figured since you're such experienced travelers, you might have some ideas. But if even you don't know how to approach this...
Don't worry, we can still figure it out. Leave it up to me.
Really? You have a plan?
Experience is on my side. I've been doing this stuff for a while. I can figure it out.
Well, if she's in, then Paimon will help too. With the talking, anyway.
You're not even always that good at that either.
But, if things don't work out, can Paimon still get that sweet madame?
Paimon, I'll just cook one for you for Pete's sake. Don't bargain these people for their food. Come on.
Oh, come on, Traveler. This is a
Excuse me, Sucrose? Could I borrow you for a second? Package for you.
Oh?
Oh, sure. Be right back.
Okay.
Wait, is that who Paimon thinks it is? That's Collei, right? When did she arrive in Mondstadt?
She could meet Amber.
Let's go say hi.
Yeah. Let's go. Wait, verse 2. Hello, Sucrose. Meet Sucrose. There's 2 Albedos, so now there's 2 Sucroses. What's going on over here, by the way, Sucrose?
And that's everything. Are they all in satisfactory condition?
Yep. Thank you, Marjorie.
You aren't gonna tell me what's in the box? Okay, whatever, fine. But Collei, hello.
Collei, hey!
Oh, hey, you guys. What are the chances?
I don't know, but it seems like fate.
You were staring into space just now. Something the matter?
No, don't worry. I'm fine.
Are you looking for Amber? We could help you find her.
I was just looking at a Mondstadt children's book in the souvenir shop over there.
Oh,
While I was flipping through it, a piece of paper fell out. The writing on it was really mysterious. Almost like a prophecy.
what? Can I see it?
If you can do these things, you may light the lantern of utmost joy and receive a supreme blessing.
And what does these things refer to?
Yeah, I have no clue what in the world that even means.
Find a flower that is not of this world. Find a guide who will never get lost. Find one who would never lie. Find a legend that never ends.
Oh, right. I was wondering why she was stuttering so much. You kind of only learned how to read recently. Thanks to old Tiggy boy. Tiggy and probably Cyno helping out. Oh, but honestly, that sounds like a borrowed in blue, like, poem. Like, how they have that, like, whole thing, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, but it's just a little different.
So, 4 things in total. Here, have a look. I asked a lady who owns the store about it, but she said that she didn't know anything about any paper slips.
That's weird. Sucrose, did you do this? Perhaps we can ask a friend about this later? Maybe Venti? He would know this thing.
Hi there. Sorry to butt in, but what's the name of that storybook you just mentioned? Oh, it was called The Boar Princess. That is strange. I've read that book, and it sounds like that note you found has no relation to the story at all.
Yeah? Was something wrong?
Do you know her?
Yes! As this is our friend Sucrose. Sucrose meet Collei. Collei meet Sucrose.
Let Paimon do the honors. Collei, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Avonius. And Sucrose, meet Collei. She's a trainee forest ranger from Sumeru's Avidia Forest.
Paimon, I just did that. Whatever. Fine. Whatever.
Hello. Hi.
2 small beans who are shy with green hair. You'll get along just fine.
This is getting awkward fast. They're both so shy.
So, Sucrose, what are your thoughts on this prophecy? Could it be real? Without having done any research, I couldn't comment definitively.
Well, I think we should test it out and see what happens. Something good might happen. Something that we could get breath of joy. I don't know. Maybe.
But if you want my subjective opinion, I don't think that it's a nasty prank or anything.
Why not?
The only people who read children's books are those with a childlike wonder and imagination. Or children, of course. I'm sure that whoever put this prophecy there would understand that.
Sucrose, that doesn't mean anything. That does not prove anything of that it's okay.
Would they really do this just to spread lies and ruin someone's innocence? I can't imagine anyone being so cruel.
I can. Fatui.
That's a great take. I love it.
Let's just keep you two sweet, young, and innocent. Alright, fine.
Exactly. Who would want to hurt a child's feelings?
Of course, the little munchkin also gets into the delusions of grandeur that everyone is perfect.
Okay, so what do you think the blessing is, Sucrose?
If I had to guess, maybe a fairy that can make people's wishes come true or something? I haven't read many fairy tales, so this is pure speculation. With no other information on hand or prior research to compare against, I'm afraid it might not even be worth considering.
Oh, it's fine, Sucrose. It could be plenty of magical things. Maybe not a fairy, but could be magical.
Wow. Her guesswork is really good, though. I want to pick her brain some more. But will she find it annoying if I keep asking her questions?
Maybe shy, but not annoyed.
We've only just met after all. What's the best thing to say to someone you're meeting for the first time?
Would you like to get the Lantern of Utmost Joy?
Well, yes. I mean, if possible.
Then, what would you wish for, Collei?
I'd wish for a better personality.
I know I don't have a face cam, but if I did, you would just see my face just slowly just turn downwards from a smile, because, Collei, you're perfectly fine. Being shy is okay. Hey, you're... Good lord. I would give you a hug, but it would freak you out.
Huh? You can't waste it on that. You've got a great personality already.
Yeah.
That's very kind of you. But if you know me like I do... Collei!
Amber!
I know that voice. It's... Collei!
You made good time, huh? You're way earlier than I expected.
Wait, were you planning on meeting up with each other? Well, I actually makes sense who wouldn't mail their best friend that they're coming into town or something.
I spotted your green hair way off in the distance. Good thing my eyes are sharp, or I'd have missed you.
Amber! Have you been doing well? Did you finish all the pita pockets I brought you last time?
Oh, have you guys actually met since the manga? Seen each other? Huh. Oh, well, I guess this isn't their first reunion, but it's nice to see them together, you know, see the besties back together at last, in front of our own eyes.
You bet. They're getting yummier each time you make them.
Huh? Wait, remind Paimon, have you been to Mondstadt before? A long time ago, I had a lot of help from a lot of people here in Mondstadt. So ever since my Alizar got better, I've been looking out for an opportunity to come back to Mondstadt and tell them all the news that I've been cured.
Good for you.
Thanks.
If it's okay with everyone, why don't I take Collei for a walk around town? I'd like to show her some of the places she didn't get to see last time.
Good idea.
Of course. Fine by me.
Sure, go right ahead.
Yes?
Sorry, Amber. I agreed to meet my traveling companions by the city gate in a few minutes, so I can't go with you just yet.
Traveling companions?
Oh, that's all right. In that case, you guys go rest up, and I'll go see Master Jean to ask for some time off.
Oh, okay.
Traveler Sucrose, could you look after Collei for now?
Of course.
I'll come get her later and take her out. There's still a whole bunch of people I need to introduce her to.
Sure, no problem.
You can count on us.
Awesome. See you later then.
You okay?
You alright there, Collei? You look kinda disappointed.
I'm sorry. I'm just feeling a little shy today. Don't worry about me. Amber wants to introduce me to more of her friends. Am I gonna be able to cope? I've only met Sucrose so far, and I'm already struggling to make conversation.
Oh, poor thing.
I wish I had a little more self-confidence. Then I'd find it much easier to make friends with people. It's nearly time! Let's go to the gate and see if they've arrived.
Alright, let's go. See who you're traveling with.
Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
So I guess it's Cyno and Tiggy? Alright. I don't know if they'll have switched the voice actor for Tiggy, so sorry if they haven't, and I can't really change it, guys.
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
Kinda sounds a little different, but I'm not for sure.
Because it is the true Great Vayu Viastra?
What? Are you trying to make a pun?
Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't get it. View, Vayu, and also Mahamatra, Vayu Viastra? No?
I don't get it. I'm sorry, Cyno.
Tighnari! Cyno! Over here!
Whew, am I glad to see you.
It's still Elliot, I think. Sorry about that, guys. Tiggy, as a character, he's fine. VA, not so much.
And who's this young lady?
This is Sucrose.
Master, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. We just met. Sucrose, this is my teacher Tighnari. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Sumeru, and he's also a very famous botanist.
Collei's exaggerating. I'm Tighnari. Pleased to meet you.
So you have a teacher as well. The pleasure is all mine, Tighnari, sir.
You can also call him Tiggy.
Yep, he's extremely knowledgeable too. And this is General Mahamatra Cyno of the Sumeru Academia. He's really famous in Sumeru as well.
Greetings. Though if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. You needn't be unduly concerned with our official positions. And Collei, there's no need to use my full title. Cyno is fine. Or sir, if you absolutely must.
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity, just to keep Collei company on her vacation.
Aw, well that's nice of you too.
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming.
Collei is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Mondstadt.
It is quite a long trek.
But I've been here on my own loads of times before.
What about your work, though? What if something bad happens while the General Mahamatra's away?
There ain't much strife left in Sumeru, so I think we're good.
There should be no issues. I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates, and 2 especially reliable helpers.
2?
Oh, Sucrose. What were you saying about you having a teacher as well? I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo, Mondstadt's genius alchemist.
I guess they are kind of similar in a way.
Oh, please, Sucrose. Genius is an unnecessary epithet. It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me in the minds of our guests.
Albedo, good to see you, and I'm gonna be checking that neck of yours every time I see you because I don't trust it.
Mr. Albedo, but it is an objective truth.
Hey, Albedo's here too! Great! The more the merrier!
Yep.
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Wait!
Okay, too much scientific talk, okay? Eula, can we dumb it down a little bit?
Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now? Paimon doesn't want to be left out.
Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily in quite some detail before, with it being a species native to Mondstadt. I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested, Mr. Tighnari, sir, I can go get it for you.
Yeah, I'm over here just like, I don't understand this stuff. It's too nerdy.
We're supposed to be here on vacation, and you're already thinking about how to improve your herbal medicines? Also, I thought we'd agreed to take on new identities for this trip.
Do what?
What new identities?
Mine was Adventurer Cyno, skilled desert explorer. Tighnari's was technological consultant to the treasure hoarders, and Collei's was traveling musician.
What in the world? Are you guys, like, official? You guys would get along great with her. Or hopefully she shows up in this quest, because, like, goodness, that sounds like her kind of role-playing. Cyno, you get along great with her. So you guys find that sort of role-play fun?
Very much so.
I was asking the rest of them. I can already tell you like it.
I do wish some of the less cautious adventurers in the Avidya forest would consider coming to Mondstadt instead. What Philanimo mushrooms lack in texture, they make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
Okay. Didn't expect to have that, at a, information tidbit today.
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients in a targeted antidote?
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research suggests to me that it could be worth a try.
Wait, we can maybe get Sucrose's breath of joy that she needs, so maybe we should do this actually, now that I think about it.
Okay, I got it. But as much as I don't wish to be a wet blanket, it takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclusively prove how different drugs interact. Estimating the total development time would be very difficult. Add in the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, and I'm not sure if we could complete development before you need to return.
Then please, allow me to help.
I was wondering what Albedo was gonna say.
Mr. Albedo.
Apologies for my tardy entrance in the present discussion. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poisonous fungi, correct? If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant documentation on hand, perhaps you might give me the chance to review them later. But before that, I invite the three of you to look at this.
What? Food and lodging arrangements, accommodations, one of Mr. Goff's summer properties. Property, the Adventurers Guild reception area, backup plan to be confirmed. Food, group meals on the first day, following which all are free to make their own arrangements amidst the city's various restaurants and taverns. Self-catering facilities will be prepared at lodgings. Outdoor activities, considering our guests' sightseeing interests, Sucrose, Timaeus, myself, and some of the Knights of Favonius can accompany our guests, splitting into groups where necessary, obtaining souvenirs, multiple collection methods. With wind comes glory. The outdoors themselves, creation through alchemy, and handcrafting are all possibilities. Scientific observations, emphasis on botany, official business, no such needs at the moment. Oh, did you just make a list of what's going on to report to Favonius?
Food and lodging arrangements? Were you quietly writing this time. Paimon didn't even notice.
Impressive multitasking, Albedo. Yeesh.
Hardly. Rather, I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between trained professionals, especially after they've traveled so far to be here, when I myself am neither an adventurer, nor a technological consultant, nor a musician.
Again, they're just being silly.
Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arrange your detailed itinerary while you're in Mondstadt. Take a look, and should you find anything here to be objectionable, it can easily be adjusted.
This is too kind of you. These arrangements are quite excellent.
It looks great. Even Paimon feels like tagging along for the food and board.
You're not included on this itinerary, Paimon.
That's why it's called tagging along.
Very comprehensive. The adventurer, technological consultant, and musician all approve. Thank you.
Why are you guys still doing that? Good lord.
Just one thing. We'd like the chance to cook as well. Why don't we change the group dinner to a camping and cooking trip?
I'll help pitch the tents.
I can help too.
And Paimon will take her to Good Hunter to order some starters. Mondstadt's cold cut platter is not to be missed.
Nice idea.
Great, then it's decided. Sucrose and I will bring the three of you to your inn for a quick rest. You two, let's meet by the lake this evening.
Okay. So we're just making sure that their trip is the best it can be. Nice. Cool. Oh, we gotta order some food from Good Hunter. Right. I was wondering what we were gonna do next.
Hey, Sarah, can we have a cold cut platter to go?
Sure, coming right up. Would you like anything else?
Do we, want anything else?
If we must, one sweet madame for Paimon, I guess.
Yay! So you do remember after all! You're just the best!
That kid can annoy me sometimes, but at the same time, she's adorable. I wouldn't trade her in for the world.
Paimon will give you the sweet flower from that sweet madame as a Windblume.
Aw, that's sweet. Just don't ruin your appetite for later, okay?
No need to worry about that. Paimon can make room for good food.
All right, just a moment.
Oh, that was great. If that was a Windblume treat, then Paimon wishes it could be the Windblume Festival every day.
Well, now I guess we'll head out to the other side of the lake over there. Not other side of the lake, outside of town, whatever you want to call it. It'll be a nice little view for them. This will be a nice spot. Let's see. Oh, there's the crew. And oh, they made the little tent already. Oh, this is cute.
All right, looks like we're all here.
We're not late, are we?
Not at all. We just came early to set everything up, since we happen to be free today. Collei put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to tie very sturdy knots. You can really tell that she's a professional.
Well, she is a forest explorer, adventurer, whatever it's called. And Spiro Genshin, hello in the chat. Hello to you. Ooh, I don't know how to pronounce that name. I know how to pronounce Genshin, obviously. But either way, hey, nice to see a fellow person joining in the stream chat.
I didn't do much apart from passing materials around.
Thanks. It's all thanks to Master and Cyno. They taught me everything I know.
I love how they're just like older brothers to her, like taking care of this kiddo. She's such a cute little found family.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer, this is just another day on the job.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? Come on, let's all sit down. that sunshine sprat was really very good. I didn't watch you cook it, but I believe that the prominent umami flavor of the dish owes itself to more than the fish alone.
Apparently, Tainari is quite the cook as well. This dude's knowledge is kind of like Zhongli's, not that vast, but still pretty vast.
That's correct. Any further deductions?
Let me think. The aroma was quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also unfamiliar to me. So I would venture that it was a Mondstadt specialty. As far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned, calla lilies are usually used in soups. So if I had to guess...
Yes?
Small lampgrass?
That's right.
Seriously. Tiggy is just interesting.
I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce is noted for its gentle texture, which brings out the tenderness of the fish.
Okay, is it just that sciencey people know a bit about cooking, but what in the world?
Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront through combinations of natural ingredients is very much the same.
True.
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio of ingredients.
Of course you are.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
I'll have some.
What about you, Collei? It doesn't look like you've eaten very much. Is your appetite low at the moment?
No. I just don't eat a lot normally.
Huh? Are you sure, Collei? Because I don't trust that.
Sorry. I didn't mean to make things awkward.
Tainari. While we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was that Paimon?
Maybe it was just this goose or something?
Which day was this?
Just after passing through Stonegate.
Cyno, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Or maybe your hood was blocking your vision? Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local ground nuts.
Oh, I was trying to figure out what the pun was. Ground, like, on the ground. But, like, ground up. Like, okay, I get it.
No? Not funny?
Come on, I thought it was kind of funny. Once I got it, at least.
Ground, you know. As in ground up, but also the ground. Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
Is no one gonna stop him from explaining?
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know Cyno. The bright side, these jokes show that he thinks of you as his friends.
Still, we could test the hypothesis.
Giving her ground nuts.
What hypothesis?
That plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect on the motor functions of flying lifeforms.
Really? You're actually gonna go through with this?
Hey! Paimon's not your test subject! Anyway, by your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaitun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something?
Or that eating enough lavender melons would, have no effect?
Hey! Not you two!
Right, because she's been called a flying lavender melon.
I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining than Cyno's jokes.
I see. You must have been keeping quiet about this grievance for quite some time now.
Cyno, don't take it the wrong way. You've got occasionally funny jokes, just some of them are a little too much.
You seem much cheerier now that you're here in Mondstadt, Cyno. completely different person.
I honestly would agree.
That's because I'm Cyno the Adventurer.
I disagree, Lumine. It is kind of funny.
It's not?
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time when he's in a good mood.
Oh. Okay.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other random stuff like that.
I knew I liked Cyno.
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself. Before, you knew me as General Mahamatra Cyno. Now, please see me as Cyno the Adventurer.
Dude, oh my goodness. Why is him just being so just like deadpan and serious mixed with these things so funny to me?
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop trying to resist.
Really?
So you have two different mental states? Almost like different phases of matter. Interesting. I want to learn to do that too.
Oh no, we're gonna get another Cyno, not that that's horrid, but...
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be highly conscientious Sucrose and stupefied Sucrose. Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you chose Mondstadt as your destination on this occasion?
Festival and Amber.
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windblume Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events of the year. I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windblume as a token of my heartfelt gratitude for everything they've done to look after me.
Aww.
Plus, it was a good chance for Collei to get out and meet some new people.
Collei, Lily.
What? Oh, Calla Lily. Oh my gosh.
What?
Calla Lily.
Collei's Windblume. Maybe she should call it a Collei Lily. It sounds very Mondstadt.
Everyone's just done with his jokes.
There's also cauliflower, which would technically make more sense. But somehow, it doesn't sound as nice.
Cauliflower.
Moving swiftly on.
Oh my gosh. It's not that bad. Made me laugh. Come on, guys.
Wow. He just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation. Guess sometimes that's the only way forward.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and things at work have only just started to calm down. I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation, and this was a chance to join Collei on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able to pass on to my peers and students on my return. Two birds with one stone.
Makes sense.
How about you, Cyno?
I came to ensure Collei's safety.
Well, someone's protective.
That's just an excuse. Plain and simple.
Also, there's the matter of a Genius Invocation TCG custom-made card back.
Oh yeah, I forgot this guy likes the card game.
Aha! So you did have an ulterior motive.
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before?
I have.
And that is why I am proud to call you my friend.
Aww. Funny, but cute.
When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually deciding to ask the legendary Mr. Kautz for guidance.
Well, you're talking to him.
A friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to Inazuma for the Irodori festival. He told me that Kautz was a Mondstadter, so I should try my luck there.
And did you figure out who it is?
House? Isn't that...
You mean, he's a friend of yours?
You've been talking to him.
I see. So, you came to Mondstadt in search of Calx.
No, that is inaccurate. I came here principally to protect Collei.
Would you change that tune if you were told he was right in front of you?
You most certainly did not. Collei's been here on the quiet numerous times, and this is the first time you felt the need to join.
Not only me, same applies to you too, doesn't it?
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure he would describe this curious coincidence as having the makings of a good story. It's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
Oh, here it comes.
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Calx?
Knew he'd change his tune.
Having my new friends address me by my pen name feels somewhat unusual. Please, just call me Albedo.
Huh. So you're Calx. Cyno's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent on getting you to design a bespoke card back for him.
You didn't have to say all that.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now, all of us. Our conversations have been deep and interesting, and Cyno, your passion for this game is indeed one of a kind. I can see it in your eyes.
Obviously.
And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me, I'd be quite honored to take this commission.
Maybe this'll be how we get the breath of gratitude? I don't know, maybe something else? I don't know what's gonna happen.
Wow, your teacher's so nice. I feel the same about yours. Well, they definitely have different personalities, but they're similar when it comes to their character.
Agreed.
So, how much should I budget for the timeless masterpiece you will produce for me?
Surely, timeless masterpiece is something of an overstatement.
Oh, come on, Albedo, you're good.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is by definition a timeless masterpiece, even if I do say so myself.
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all like this.
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance. Well, for starters, I'd like to hear a few more of your jokes.
Oh no.
My jokes? You like them?
I do.
Really? I didn't see you laughing.
Yeah, well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter, but I certainly find them fun.
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
This ain't smell-o-vision, so no, but maybe I do.
My nutritional meal!
Will it be okay? Should we go over and take a look too?
Not Collei, Sucrose, what'd you do? Is it burnt?
Only the base is burned. We can still use the cooking pot. It just needs a bit of a wash.
Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of situation a lot before?
Sucrose isn't the person to ask, but don't let it get you down, Sucrose.
I know, it's just... I'm sorry to disappoint Cyno. I guess we'll have to do this again another day. Oh, yes. I'm not sure if you've noticed. Collei seems a little... depressed. I noticed she was in a low mood when everyone was talking.
I get that feeling as well.
Remember that note she received? I was just thinking. I want to try solving this riddle and giving Collei the chance to accept the blessing.
Oh, yeah! She's the one who needs your help.
Yeah, two birds with one stone. Let Collei be happy, and you get your, breath of joy to use for testing.
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my test tube. But anyway, that can wait. As much as I'd like to make progress in my research, I'd prefer to see her smile.
Aw.
Alright, we'll help out too.
Yeah.
You will? Then tell me, honestly, do you think that this prophecy is for real too?
I possibly might know a way to find out. I'll be back shortly.
Alright, let's meet at the alchemy crafting bench in the city. I've got some thinking to do in the meantime. We're back.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about windmills.
Oh, is it the one he said on the bridge while getting here?
Stop, please. I don't need to hear it a 5th time.
That bad, huh? Well, now Paimon really wants to hear it for some reason.
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some point? When are you going?
Tomorrow morning. And you? What are your plans?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few plants as samples.
Oh, perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for inspiration for these card back illustrations.
Found you!
Amber? Eula?
I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire.
Wow, you have really sharp eyes.
That's an outrider for you.
Uh-oh. Did we break the fire safety rules or something?
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since 2 of our very own alchemists are here, I'm happy to look the other way. Ah, yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain Eula, a good friend of mine.
Good evening. You are friends of Collei, yes? A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, Amber and Eula. The pleasure is ours. I've heard a lot about both of you from Collei.
Oh, has Collei met Eula?
Oh, really? All positive, I hope.
You asked that last time, too. Of course it was positive.
I'd say. We hear the latest news about you every time you write to Collei.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Anyway, we're just here to collect Collei, so don't let us interrupt your chat. Come on, Collei. We're gonna take you to check out a few scenic spots.
Okay, great.
Go have fun, kiddo.
Still as high energy as always.
You know Amber?
Wait, what?
Yes, we've met. She's Collei's most important friend. And for that, we are also very grateful to her.
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing personality means she can make friends with just about anybody.
True.
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up tomorrow. I suggest we all head back and get some rest.
Sounds good. We should probably preserve our energy.
All right, I'll start packing up.
You're gonna get the tone-deaf bard to check out that note, aren't you?
Of course.
Guess Paimon knows you pretty well, huh? Knowing him, he should be hitting the taverns around this time. We can go corner him and make him answer our questions. Let's move!
Alrighty. Let's go. Let's see. Oh, this is cute. I didn't know if there was gonna be a little, what would you call this? Tent out here? I only expected the center of the city to be decorated, but this is cute. What about here? Down Winery decorated by any chance? Nope, but there's Venti. But there's some garland over there too.
Oh, it's been a while. Paimon called it. Tone-deaf bard drinking as usual. Put your drink down and get your game face on. We've got some important questions for you, mister.
Okay.
So, what do you make of it?
Any thoughts?
Aren't you forgetting something? It's the Windblume Festival right now. You can't just go around asking people for help so blatantly.
Venti.
Well, if you won't tell us the answer, could you at least tell us if this thing's worth a shot?
Sounds to me like you want a hint or two.
And a blessing or two to boot.
A fine answer. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good things are sure to happen.
A powerful person wrote this prophecy? Who would that be?
Also, I happen to know where this lantern is.
What?
Once you've found the 4 things, I'll even write the location down for you. Isn't that generous of me?
Yes, very much so.
We weren't expecting much from you anyway. You can get back to guzzling wine and blowing wind now.
Paimon, he said he'd help us.
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a drunken wastrel. There are actually a great many things that we bards are required to do. It just happens that enjoying life is the most important one. Once this is over, would you like to join me for a drink?
Nah, I'm good.
You know, a favor for a favor.
Fine. Well, now I gotta talk to Sucrose and see what ideas she got.
A flower that is not of this world. Not of this world.
Yeah, I got no clue on that one.
Sucrose! We've got some good news and some bad news. Which would you like to hear first?
Let's have the bad news first, I guess.
Huh? Really? Don't most people usually want to hear the good stuff first?
Just get to the point, Paimon.
Oh, alright then. Basically, we went to Windrise to divine the breeze. The wind said that the prophecy is real and that your idea is a really good one.
That doesn't sound like bad news. So what's the real bad news then?
Paimon ate the bad news.
What?
Blame Cyno. If it's not funny, then it's his fault.
You're the one who said the joke.
It's fine. Well, that puts my mind at rest.
Is my stream down? No, it's not. Just my tablet is being stupid. Come on, tablet. We're still streaming. Nothing went down. Please work. Come on. I need to actually be able to see my comment section. There we go. Okay. Back to that.
Now, back to the other issue I've been mulling over. I was thinking about the flower that is not of this world. It could mean a human-cultivated variety that doesn't occur in nature. But that's basically claiming that it doesn't come from this world in the first place, when actually it's just a variant of an existing breed.
Oh, okay.
So, the initial question is, can the flower's origins be traced back to a natural organism? If so, it cannot be correctly described as not of this world.
I guess.
But then, supposing we identified something outside of that category, whose job would it be to decide whether it belongs in this world or not? Then the question becomes, do of this world and from this world mean the same thing? Or is it deeper than that?
Okay, you're getting way too technical with this. I don't understand.
Whoa, slow down. Paimon's head is already starting to spin.
Mine too.
Okay, I did have one other line of thought as well. What about a flower created using alchemy? Would that be not of this world?
If by that you mean a flower from beyond this world, Albedo did make something like that once.
Albedo may know the answer, but asking him right away would be like asking the teacher for the answers to your exam paper. It would render our search for the truth meaningless. I'd rather try and figure this out for myself.
Could it be the Windblume?
Oh, now that you mention it, that's definitely a possibility.
Well, it is Windblume season, so why not?
The Windblume doesn't refer to a specific flower. Everyone defines what it means for themselves. In which case, the Windblume doesn't exist in reality. This does seem like a promising direction. I've made a note. Okay, I better go read up on this.
Yay! Paimon was actually useful this time. Guess we have that sweet madame to thank, huh?
We're counting on you for the rest, Paimon.
I'll need some time to prepare. Could we meet up here in, say, 2 days' time?
Sure.
Sure thing. In the meantime, we'll also think about the other 3 riddles in the prophecy. But, since we're really going for this now, shouldn't we say something to Collei about it?
No, let it be a surprise.
I originally wanted to leave it as a surprise for her, and I also didn't want to get her hopes up over nothing. But you're right, Paimon. I'll need to be careful how I word it. but I'll try to find some time over the next couple days to mention it to her.
Understood.
Alright. Thanks so much.
Okay, part 1 complete. Oh, okay, Windblume encounters. Probably I need to... Oh, this is pretty. Okay, wow, they really went into this UI. Okay, so Act 2. Go to quest. Okay. So, go to Mondstadt... Okay. A lot of things. Yeah, I get it. Can you give me the quest directions that I need? Because that ain't it. Okay, wait until the appointed time, 8 to 12, 2 days later. Okay. 8 to 12, 2 days later. Whoop, I'm gonna have to go around another time. Yeesh. That's gonna take a second to go around, so how are you guys doing? And oh, Charles, hello, good to see you. Ooh, it's been a while since you've joined one of our streams. How's it going? Going good, hopefully. You gotta wait for this stupid little clock to go around, because apparently you can only move the time forward 2 days at a time, and I need to get to go a little farther. Okay, there we go. Do it the rest, little clock. Come on. Thank you.
Where do you want? Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Sucrose.
She's right there, Paimon.
I have a few
okay,
references.
Sucrose.
Sucrose, we're here.
You got any new good news?
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. I only just arrived myself, so I'm still getting ready.
Charles, you got new characters? Ooh, who'd you get?
Ah, and Collei just passed by a moment ago. She said she had some things to sort out at the inn where she's staying, but she'll meet up with us when she's done.
Great.
Apparently, Tighnari and Cyno both went out, but she stayed behind because she wanted to help us.
Understood. How has progress been?
Not too bad. After reviewing it again with fresh eyes, I came up with a new theory which seems to hold some water. I'll attempt to explain it as simply as I can. I believe that each of the 4 things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge. So, in a way, the prophecy is a test of the reader's intelligence.
Okay. I guess it's supposed to be a riddle of intelligence, then? Okay, makes sense. And your big brother got Sucrose. Mine was Ningguang and Junyo? Do you mean Yunjin? There's no character named Junyo, but you might mean Yunjin. And you also got Heijo. Nice, fun characters. With very different playstyles. Ningguang isn't my personal thing, but she can be fun.
But it's unlikely for any one person to have expertise in all these different areas. So I suggest that we seek out one expert from each and get their opinion.
Makes sense.
Also, in 2 out of the 4 areas, the prophecy seems to want us to find specific people. It may even turn out that the people themselves are the answers.
Okay, that could make sense. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
So it sounds like we should put our heads together and list out the people who can help us.
Exactly. I think we can go through each riddle in turn and generate 4 groups of names to match the 4 questions.
Makes sense. Alright. Hey, Yunjin, that one. And I thought I got it right. And your brother got Albedo and Barbara. Heck, he got a lot more characters than mine. Well, don't worry about Barbara. You'll eventually get her for free for completing the Mondstadt quest. But Beto is a good one, and she's definitely good for early game, aim with her parry. And Electro and Fusion for her, that can be swapped over to whoever maybe you want to have as a DPS if you want someone other than her. But you'll eventually get, I can't remember, can you still get Collei for free? I can't remember. But you'll definitely get Barbara and Zhangling. Zhangling is overpowered. You'll definitely be happy once you get her for free. They're always available, so you don't even have to worry about getting them in time before an event ending. But did I say Sucrose, if that makes sense? That makes sense.
Alright, then let's start from group 1. The first riddle was, a flower that is not of this world.
Maybe ask Tignari, he's knowledgeable about plants.
Personally, I would still go with Albedo for this one. Alchemy is the most likely to have to do with otherworldly things, and he is by far the leading expert in this regard.
I'd count you as an expert too, you know? Like, come on, you definitely know more than me.
Exactly! You're the creator of the tetratanic sweet flower. Who knows? Maybe that's the flower we're looking for.
Could be.
Huh? You really think so?
Oh, but what about Tainari? He's a forest watcher and knows all about plants. If it's a flower we're looking for, maybe he's the man for the job.
Exactly, thank you, Paimon. We're thinking on the same wavelength. I don't know if that's scary or a good thing, but either way, hey, we're same wavelength. Good for us. I think.
Alright, I'll add him to the list as well. On to group 2. This subject is a guide who will never get lost.
A guide who'll never get lost? Maybe Amber? It's probably someone who's an Adventurers Guild person, probably, because they're adventuring all over the place, but maybe Amber? I don't know. I don't know who that would be.
That's kind of abstract. Does it just mean someone who never loses their way?
Wait, but they have to be able to guide others too. So it's not quite as simple as that.
Oh, perhaps an astrologer then?
Oh, you mean Mona? Yeah, she definitely counts.
Makes sense, honestly, now that I think about it. Yeah, it would be good to see Mona too. But I'm still working on your team. Still a noob and don't know how to build. Don't worry, I do not know how to build either. I have to use a guide. So yeah, other than just like knowing that like, oh, a character needs a specific stat because it's in like their details, you know, if you look at their talents, that's about it. And that crit rate is good. Everyone knows crit rate is, or crit, anything to do with crit is good. But yeah, I don't have much clue about how to build characters.
Mona. Yes, she certainly seems very confident, and she can use her astrology to guide people.
Would Bennett count?
How? Why him? He'll just bring bad luck on us.
Well, his luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction from him, you'll always be going the right way, right?
I guess. But who knows, maybe just going the opposite from him might bring us bad luck.
I see. I suppose I can't argue with that logic.
Oh my gosh, I was not expecting that answer.
Add him to the list. Finding everyone won't take long, so one extra person won't hurt.
I know. Would Outrider Amber be a valid candidate for this category as well?
Yes, I'm smart.
Yeah, she would! She's got a great sense of direction after all. As a matter of fact, when the Traveler and Paimon first came to Mondstadt, she was actually the one who gave us directions.
Very true.
Yes, she's certainly a good guide.
Is there anyone else?
Let me think. Yes, I believe there may be one more.
Maybe our sir who claims himself to be Adventure Cyno?
Albedo once made a set of equipment for Mika from the reconnaissance company. He's their surveyor and an exceptional pathfinder.
Okay, that makes more sense since we just got him as a new character. So, yeah, never mind my brain.
He's even instructed others in the discipline of surveying before. So, in my view, he's highly unlikely to lose his way and would be very good at helping others find theirs.
Cool! Another one for our list.
Geez, we're gonna have a lot of people to talk to.
Wait, Collei should have been here by now. Wonder what's taking her so long. Sorry, could we continue our chat somewhere else?
Sure.
Oh, you wanna go see how she's doing, right? Sure, let's all go.
But what about the answers to the other two things? We need an idea. It's like starting a riddle halfway through and then just forgetting about the rest. Well, I guess we'll just have to tell Collei about what's going on. Maybe she'll figure out what in the world is the other ones be able to help with it. Hello, Collei.
Hi, Collei. Hope we're not intruding or anything. Is everything okay?
Sucrose, I was preparing some stuff.
You okay?
Is it time already? Oh no, I'm sorry.
Collei seems to be wrapping gifts, and now she's frantically trying to hide it. I wonder who they're for. Probably one for Sucrose in there.
Don't worry. The Traveler and I only just met up. We were just worried that you might get lost along the way, so we thought that we'd come get you.
Thank you. I'm ready to join you now. How's that thing going?
So let's pick up where we left off.
Next up is the third line. One who would never lie. Anyone spring to mind?
Maybe D-Luke? Don't you dare suggest Kai. He would definitely lie.
You really think so? Seems like it would be pretty difficult for someone in his position to avoid having to lie.
True, he is kind of like Batman, pretty much. So, kind of shady. Then maybe... No, not Jean. Who's someone who's honest as all get out? That we know here in Mondstadt. Oh, good lord, I can't think of anyone. Maybe Amber again? Yes, a secret alter ego, the Dark Knight hero. He must have to deny it if anyone asks. In that sense, he has a complicated relationship with the truth.
Then what about Kaya? He's the cavalry captain and a rather popular figure, but...
What did I just say before? Do not even dare suggest that Kaya would not lie. Are you kidding me? Good lord, use your brain. I'm sorry, Collei, but please, use your brain.
You think there's something fishy about him too, huh? Yeah, he's definitely a sneaky one. Bet he lies all the time.
Wait, now that I think about it, maybe Klee. Because, well, kids do sometimes lie, but she's quite innocent, so maybe she wouldn't.
I can't help but agree with you there. There's the tone-deaf bard. But on second thought, he wouldn't qualify either. He talks way too much nonsense. Is there anyone else we're missing?
There's gotta be someone we're missing.
Acting Grandmaster Jean? She has a good name in that regard, but from what I know, she sometimes covers up the truth out of concern for those around her.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that, like, as a leader, sometimes you gotta lie once or twice, even if it's just for a short period of time.
For example, when Lisa loses track of time in the library and misses her patrol shift, Jean will come up with some excuse, like Lisa's ill today. Also, she sometimes makes up stories to get Klee to behave, like the one about the big monster that comes to catch naughty kids who don't go to bed on time. Do you think that rules her out?
Probably. So, who's not a liar?
White lies are still lies, but do we really have to reject her because of some harmless fibs? It's not like she had evil intentions.
Prophecy seems very strict, so I'd say, yeah, it would count her out.
No, we're the ones being strict.
Rosaria doesn't strike me as the type of person to lie.
I'm not so sure about that, but at the same time I can see where you're coming from, because she's been quite brash.
Oh, Collei, you probably haven't met her yet, have you? She's a sister from the church who looks, a little scary and not very sociable.
What gives you that impression? I already know. Oh, she was blunt as all heck to razor last time we saw her.
She stopped by the alchemy bench once, a long time ago, and asked me about Albedo. I thought maybe she was trying to find him for work or something. But when I asked, she just said that she was curious about him because he was so intelligent and wanted to talk to his assistant to find out what he was like.
And as well, she's kind of sussing him out, trying to figure out what's going on. Yeah, you don't know that. She's kind of hunting down Albedo to try and make sure he ain't blowing up the earth or something.
A lot of people might have given a more tactful justification, but I could see in her face that she wasn't trying to hide anything. She was just very direct and straightforward.
Yeah, she still hides a little something.
That's why I don't think of her as the lying type.
Rosaria doesn't look like the sort of person you'd want to get into a fight with. Maybe she just fights her way out of situations that some people might lie to get out of.
I can definitely see that. I've also heard the other sisters say that Rosaria doesn't even make excuses when she skips choir. She just doesn't show up.
She's a tough cookie, huh? Let's put her name down.
In that case, I think Cyno fits in this list too.
Oh yeah, he is quite honest.
Ah, true. Lying's probably more trouble than it's worth for someone like him. Kinda like with Rosaria.
I literally don't think we've ever seen him in the entire story lie once.
Oh, and Paimon also nominates Razor. Bet he couldn't lie to save his life.
Actually, yeah, that's a good idea. Wolf Boy, definitely. He doesn't really probably even understand how to lie.
I've also got someone else in mind. Noelle, the trainee knight. She's a very honest person. I don't think she'd tell a lie.
True. I don't really remember anything ever in her lore being stated that she'd lie.
Alrighty, write her name down too.
Wait, there's one more person. You know, our long-standing staffer at the alchemy bench.
Timaeus?
Huh? You mean Timaeus?
Yes, him. Truth be told, he's been love-struck recently.
Excuse me?
He swore that he wouldn't say a dishonest word or slack off until he succeeds in getting the woman he loves.
Oh, that's cute.
Timaeus has a crush?
Yes, that's right.
Well, who is it? Do you know her?
I've never met her. All I know is that she's from Liyue. Timaeus says that she's fun, has a great personality, and is very, very good looking.
I think I know who it is. Now that I think about it. I believe it's that woman from the Liyue Archon quest, because there was an event, a really random event, where Timaeus and her had to work on something together, and that woman's name is Yinger, and we do not like Yinger around here. I'm glad that Timaeus has found someone he likes, because that's a being who needs to be loved and cherished, but at the same time, Yinger? Really? Really? Oh, good lord, if it's her, I'm gonna scream. Oh my gosh. All great qualities, but that says nothing about her identity. Oh, I think I know who it is.
Since we're on the topic, helping Timaeus win the lady of his dreams was also one of my goals for this Windblume festival.
Aw, well that's nice of you.
But how can we help with that?
I don't know. Make sure he uses nice paper and a fancy envelope when he sends letters to her. Help him pick a nice gift and wrap it properly. That sort of thing.
Well, I guess it's all you really can do. And maybe look at his letter and make sure he didn't say anything stupid.
Yeah. I had the same situation once in the Avidia Forest. I helped another forest ranger out by delivering a love letter to the coworker she likes.
Yep, that sort of thing exactly. Oh, also, I helped him with some of the groundwork for one of his research projects. He must have appreciated it, because he gave me a refrigeration device that he's been developing as a thank you gift.
Is it any good?
I mean, it looks nice.
Sounds like a no.
Alright, guess we'll put Loverboy down on the list then.
Loverboy.
Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends. anyone come to mind for this particular line?
Venti.
Lisa, perhaps? A librarian understands books best, and aren't most legends written down somewhere?
Not necessarily, but you have a point.
When I think about legends, fairy tales and picture books come to mind.
Maybe Collei. She read a lot of fairy tales when Tighnari was teaching her to read.
Oh,
Do I count?
of course you do. I'll put you on the list.
Are you eligible for this one, Sucrose?
I prefer to read things like an illustrated analysis of alchemical substances and their uses, the fascinating principles of crafting, and hypotheses of life.
I'm not really sure if that counts, but okay.
Point taken. Paimon didn't quite understand any of those.
Klee might be a good choice. Her mother, Alice, is a renowned traveling author, so I'll bet she's been exposed to all sorts of myths and legends.
Now that makes sense.
Alright then, Klee makes the short list.
Well, that should just about do it. Next up, we should go and ask the people on the list about the prophecy.
Do we have to ask absolutely everyone on the list? It seems like a lot of people.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like this quest is gonna be long if we ask everyone.
It is. So, I was thinking that perhaps we should split up. That might make our search more effective.
Okie dokie.
Also, I've thought of a method of gathering feedback.
Okay.
No problem. We can do that.
You and the Traveler are practically joined at the hip, so you two can go together. I'll pair up with Collei.
Okay.
Capable Collei and sensible Sucrose. Sounds like a winning combination.
Okay, I promise I'll help. Capable Collei. Yeah, I got this.
Yes, you do, kiddo.
Rest assured that the unbeatable Traveler and Paimon will do our part too. Off we go.
Huzzah! Huzzah! I don't know why. Huzzah it's just a word that makes me laugh.
I plan on starting from the person with the most defined stronghold. So let's go to the library. Lisa should be there.
Stronghold. That's an, interesting word to use.
So we're following Collei and Sucrose via just a camera pan, basically.
Maybe Den? No, that's even worse.
How about layer?
Still sounds evil. Oh, we really are with them. This is interesting that we're getting these little moments.
Here we are. Lisa's lair.
Oh no. That was a bad word choice. Now Sucrose is using it. It's all my fault.
Lisa, might I ask if... Huh?
She gone.
Sucrose. Collei. What are you doing here?
What are you boys doing here? And I keep on checking that neck of yours so that I don't have to worry about a copy of you running around.
I can only Sucrose that they were Collei-ing on someone. At least that's as far as Cyno.
What? Oh, pun. Why did my brain not click that those were puns?
Please, just stop it with these puns. I beg you. Are you trying to win worldwide fame for unfunny jokes?
Is Lisa not here at the moment?
Surprising, isn't it? She went out. I'm afraid it's just us here looking for information.
Except me. I'm not here for information. Like you, I came here for an abortive search for the librarian, who is also my academia senior.
I remember that from the manga.
Oh, so you studied in the same darshan as Lisa?
That's right. Her mentor in Sumeru was also my benefactor. We were both Spontamod students.
Wow, that's cool. But wait, we're getting sidetracked. We came here to look for some information. Collei and I are investigating a prophecy, and we were hoping you all might be able to help.
Oh? What sort of prophecy?
Give him the dish, gals.
I see. You want to ask them about the flower that is not of this world, and me about the one who would never lie.
But there's no rush. You don't need to answer right away. We're just here to tell you about the situation. You can take your time to think it over and submit any thoughts you have in written form to the Sucrose mailbox.
Sucrose mailbox, what?
The Sucrose mailbox?
Yep. I was thinking about it on the way. And although they seem like trick questions, there's a lot to mull over once you get down to the details. A quick answer off the top of your head might not go into enough depth. So, I decided to place a mailbox next to the alchemy crafting table. Everyone can submit their written answers there when they're ready.
Huh, interesting.
We don't have to call it the Sucrose mailbox, though. It could just as well be called the Sucrose and Collei mailbox. Or even the Sucrose, Collei, Traveler, and Paimon mailbox.
Sounds a little bit long-winded, but okay. Puns. Cyno is Undertale Sans now. Yeah, Cyno does have some puns like that under his belt currently, and I'm here for it. Tiggy is Papyrus, and Cyno is Sans.
I think in this case, we can just go with your quick answer off the top of your head.
Sounds like a good solution. Certainly more reliable than verbal discussion alone.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar or not, you cannot simply take them at their word.
Very good point.
Understood. Once we've had a look into it, we'll place our replies into your mailbox.
Thank you all so much. Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our way down.
Already done.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see those two introverts getting along so well.
Me too.
Do you get the feeling that Collei's return to Mondstadt has emboldened her more contrarian side?
Yes, I'd noticed that too.
Traveling and meeting old friends are both good for the body and soul. And isn't rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit?
When I first met Collei, she'd never known happiness or youth.
Aww.
But things are different now. Her Elazar being cured was a huge milestone in her life.
Collei is a very sensitive and introverted child. I'm sure you must have noticed that too, Albedo. From the time she's been in my care, I've observed that she's actually a very lively character by nature. But she had a very rough start in life, and it changed her.
Rough is an understatement.
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and artists in Mondstadt were just pretexts?
I wouldn't say that. Both Collei and Genius Invocation TCG are very important to me.
Hopefully Collei more important.
Would it really kill you to just say yes in this situation?
Fine. Yes. We came out of concern for Collei. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord several times, but it has led to no significant improvement in her mood.
Well, it won't hurt to give her some more time. I believe that Sucrose might be able to help her.
Sounds like an extension of your own self-confidence as her teacher.
You could say that. In a similar vein, I've heard that Sumeru scholars often build their social relationships based on their academic ones. Is that true?
That's interesting. I guess it's just getting to know your fellow students in high school or whatever.
I suppose it might look like that from your perspective. Sumeru society is something of a special case. The reason it is known as the City of Learning is because all of its resources are in some way linked to academia. As such, academic resources equate to social capital. It is not unheard of, for example, for people to build a family in order to pursue further studies. But the relationship between the three of us is not an academic one turned social. We've never even worked on a paper together for starters.
I guess that would make sense since you two have got very different fields of work.
Oh, so the academic paper is the nexus of the academic family. Interesting.
I don't know if you understood that right, Albedo, but maybe I just didn't.
I would think of us more as siblings. An equal and pure relationship, unaffected by academic considerations.
Welp, shippers of Cyno and Tainari, see ya! Because that just stomped that into the ground. And it's so funny because I've just been seeing so much fan art of them lately, and now that just comes out.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, that statement is not inaccurate.
I can understand that position. I have a younger sister myself, and it's only natural for me to be protective of her.
Oh, I love how he calls Klee his younger sister, even though they aren't even related.
What you described fits the idea of a city of learning, as I imagine it. The family is where all social relationships intersect. As such, a family founded on common goals may actually be more stable. By the way, who's the eldest between you?
Good question. I kind of want to know that now.
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
In terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course. He just doesn't want to admit it.
Okay, these two are definitely like brothers if they're going into who's the older one and fighting over it.
But your mental age is younger than that. I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling. Perhaps I could bring Collei into this happy family to be your elder sister.
No. You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling. Except perhaps as a last-ditch effort to turn the tables in a game of cards.
My goodness, those two are funny.
Guess we'll leave Collei and Sucrose to it. Fingers crossed all goes well for them. Now then, where should we go first?
Did we just travel back in time or what?
Let's try our luck at the bulletin board, shall we?
Okay.
A lot of people tend to show up there at some point in the day. Maybe we'll get lucky.
Let's see. Bulletin board. It's been a while since I've been running around Mondstadt for that, so I kind of forgot where it was. Wait. This is the bulletin board. What are you talking about? That's the bulletin board. Where in the world is that pinpoint heading me to? Oh, you're talking about the one next to the cat's tail. Bennett, Mika, and Lisa. Perfect timing. We need all three of you.
Nice! Just as we hoped! There's a load of people here.
And Razor! Goodness, that's a group of peeps.
Huh? Even Lisa's here.
Hi everyone, long time no see.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while. How have you been?
We've been doing pretty well.
Yep.
You look surprised, cuties. Is it because of me?
Not really.
Teacher is not at the usual place.
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to get out for a little fresh air every once in a while. Mika's here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor. They're all out and about quite often, so it's helpful for them to get to know one another.
Very true.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mika.
Hi Mika, good to see you again.
I look forward to working with you.
Oh, precious baby boy is so nervous. Little chocobo boy is so nervous. I call him that since, well, his hair looks like a chocobo. A lot of people have noticed that, but I definitely noticed it pretty quickly.
No need to be so formal. We've known them for ages. They're cool.
Windblume. Fun?
Actually, we haven't gotten to the fun part yet. We've been busy investigating a prophecy.
Yeah, we gotta let you guys in on this, because we might need your help. And, Bennett is a marionette? What? I don't know what in the world you're even talking about.
A prophecy? What kind?
A good one or a bad one?
I'd say good.
Gosh, that all sounds quite fascinating.
I can't believe I made it onto your list of names. You really think I'll be able to help?
Possibly. I don't know if you want to know how we think you'd help. Or Paimon more so, but... should we tell him?
Believe in yourself.
Ah, yeah, listen to Razor. Believe in yourself.
Right. Believe in yourself. You're a first-rate adventurer, Bennett.
Okay, then in that case, I'll step up and present my thoughts on the matter. Except I forgot I'm not really good at organizing my thoughts. Oops.
Oh, there's no need to tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sucrose said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench, so you can just write down your thoughts when they come to you, and drop them there.
A meticulous and efficient plan. Yep, that sounds like Sucrose.
I will think also. Give me some time.
Bennett's English VA was voiced by Marinette Dupen Chang from Miraculous Ladybug. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's been a while, I forgot about that. Zhongli's English VA is, Gabriel and Hawkmoth, yep. And, fun fact, Plague, the little, cat at Kwame, you know, that, Cat Noir has, if you didn't know, he's got the same voice actor as Ito, so yeah. There's quite a few, actually, miraculous voice actors over here in Genshin.
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see, right? We should leave you to it. Don't worry about us. We'll drop off our letters at the mailbox as soon as we're done.
Oh, thank you, Bennett.
Okay, bye for now. Let's head over to Star Snatch Cliff next. Maybe we'll be able to find some people there. And even if we don't find any familiar faces, you can see really far from up at the top. Maybe we can find people that way.
Good thinking.
Oh, you're working so hard. Do be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're always welcome to visit me for a break and a cup of tea.
I'm not really a tea person, and also you lightly annoy me sometimes. I'm just with your constant flirting, so, no thank you. But, I guess I'll just save it to be polite. Thank you for the offer.
Where to next? Let me check my notes. Huh, this way.
Got it. Collei, please follow me.
And we're back going with these kiddos again. This is just interesting that we get to play as other characters in some of these portions now. And, who in the world is up there? Klee, Noelle, Eula, and Amber. Quite the interesting group.
Oh, it's our lucky day. There are several people over there.
Amber? Wow, and Eula's with her too. Oh, it's Sucrose! And Klee also spies the girl with the long scarf.
Collei, we were just talking about you. Ah, right, I don't think you've been introduced to Noelle before. Collei, this is Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Nice to meet you, Collei. I missed you the last few times you were in Mondstadt, so I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Noelle. My name is Collei. But you already knew that.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
Klee, what are you doing here? Are you planning to blast some fish?
Oh, I forgot about that. She does that. She bombs the lake or whatever. Or to get fish. That is actually a fishing technique that's a little crazy, but it's still a real thing.
Nope. Klee's on patrol with the other knights.
Huh. Now that you mention it, it looks like everyone here is a Knight of Favonius except for Collei and me.
I'd heard that there was a very young knight in the rings, but it's still a surprise to see with my own eyes.
Well, she is a spark knight, not an actual knight, but she's working on it. She'll get there eventually. Yeah, but for now, we get the adorable Munchkin and blowing stuff up.
Collei, what do you do? I'm a trainee forest ranger in the Avidia Forest. Trainee?
She's just learning.
It means I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet. I'm still learning.
Oh, you're just like me. I'm still working towards becoming a fully qualified knight. Technically, though the distinction is hardly relevant right now. This isn't a very formal patrol. We're just chatting.
Don't panic, Collei. Just pick a topic and join the conversation. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. It's just Amber and her friends. There's no need to be nervous.
This feels like kind of like me and some of my friends occasionally.
Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new guests in town?
Yup. A few folks from Sumeru have come to visit, so we're brainstorming a few nice surprises for them.
Aw.
Amber!
Sorry, at least I didn't say anything about what the surprises are.
Yeah, maybe keep your mouth shut, otherwise you're gonna do it.
Oh no. How am I supposed to join this conversation now? What do I say to that?
Speaking of nice surprises, we've actually had a fairly big one recently.
What kind of surprise? Tell me! I'm saved. Sucrose is giving me a lead-in. Now, I just need to follow on from what she's already started talking about.
Just reads as something, honestly, just like that would be going through my brain, just like, don't mess up, don't say something stupid. Okay, now would be a good time to jump in. Oh, but, wait, never mind. I, just overthinking everything.
What an interesting prophecy. I have no idea what the answers could be, though. So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles, correct? I'll do my best to help.
Thank you so much, Eula.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench for people to drop us a note once they've thought of something.
I'll drop something in there for sure.
Please don't be a bomb.
Nice idea. I think we can all commit to writing a note. We'll see what we can come up with.
Yup, don't worry. You can count on us. But we do have to finish our patrol first.
What route are you taking today?
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains and will end at the city gates. You'd be very welcome to join us, but it sounds like you're pretty busy with all this.
No. There's always next time. We'll join up with you after we're done working through this prophecy.
Oh, yeah, so, we'll be on our way for now.
See you later. Have a safe trip back.
Are you okay, Collei?
Yeah, she looked pretty nervous.
Was it that obvious?
No, not at all. It just looked like you had something on your mind.
So that means it was obvious.
Whatever's bothering you, you can talk to me about it if you want. I'm happy to help.
Thanks, Sucrose. Well, the truth is, I don't really know how to act around Amber and the others.
Really? I thought you two were good friends.
We are. Amber's a really important friend to me. I don't know. I guess if I'm being completely honest, the problem's probably with me.
I think the problem is that you need to get some more confidence, girl. You're perfectly fine. Just do what you do and you're doing fine, sweetheart.
The first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone. Amber was the one person who didn't give up on me, and if it wasn't for her persistence, I wouldn't have found a friend at all. Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. I think of her as my role model, and hoped that maybe one day, I could learn to be like her.
Aww, little sister.
But after trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized I'm no Amber, and I never will be.
Well, you don't have to be Amber, you just be you.
Looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at all. My personality's so weird. I always get so anxious and I overthink everything.
Aw, Collei, don't say that.
We're all like that, kiddo.
Sucrose? Would it be okay if I told you a bit about my past?
I already knew bits and pieces about her, but still, why did she have to go through all that?
Yeah, it's a bit much for a kiddo to go through.
I'm sorry. We've only just met and I'm already dumping all of this on you. This is why I get so frustrated at myself. I'm always doing this. I get into a spiral of self-doubt and then I end up having to find somewhere to vent it all out.
No, it's fine. I'm really glad that you're willing to tell me all this. People don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really trust the other person. Don't you think? At least, I think it's kind of an honor.
Yeah.
And, I mean, you've probably noticed by now, but I don't have the best social skills either. I always just end up talking about the things I'm interested in, and going on and on.
It's still socializing in a sense.
But even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. It's a relief to listen to you talking about yourself for once. If you hadn't told me all of those things, I never would have guessed that you struggle so much. Honestly, I feel like we're very similar people.
Really?
Not that she went through having a disease and being experimented on by a crazy doctor, but she does have to deal with certain things as well.
Yeah, everyone has their own problems to deal with. I certainly do. All the feelings that you talked about just now, I totally get it. It takes so much more effort for us introverts to fit into a crowd. When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to that so much. Oh, and also that part about studying under a genius. In fact, before meeting you, I'd never met anyone who seemed so similar to myself.
Oh.
I'm not very good at giving words of comfort or anything, and I'm not gonna tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it. How about we just sit here for a little while? We don't have to force a conversation if we can't think of anything. We can just sit here together.
Two introverts being best buddies, aw.
Sucrose has stopped talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all. Maybe she's right, and we're more similar than I realized. In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the scenery, but it's always by myself. I never thought there'd be a day when I could do this with someone else by my side. Mondstadt's breeze is so gentle and soft.
Hey, Collei. See that cloud over there? Doesn't it look like one of my test tubes?
I don't think so. Sorry.
Then maybe we're not quite on the same wavelength on everything. At least, not when it comes to looking at clouds in the sky.
Thank you, Sucrose. I feel much better after talking to you.
Computer, quiet down, please. K2, come on. Please. Thank you. I don't know why my computer just decided to fire up.
Yeah, it helps a lot, doesn't it? I also vent to my flasks sometimes. The next time I get the chance, I have to show you my Tetratanic Sweet Flower and my Tetratanic Windblume.
Your What?
2 of my favorite things I've made. They're really cool. I think you might like them.
Maybe she is into the plant stuff with the whole forest ranger thing, so sure, why not?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll definitely have to show them to me sometime.
I brought some crackers with me. You want one? There's cheese flavor or tomato flavor.
Sure. I'll try the cheese one.
Aw, look! They're enjoying the scenery together.
Shall we go play with them? No, it's fine. Let them sit for a while.
We're not what Collei needs right now. She needs a new friend. Someone different who's never met her before.
I don't get it. Is there a difference?
Kinda.
There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee. People can draw different kinds of strength from different kinds of friends. And right now, Collei needs someone that's just not the same old me.
Yeah, she needs someone who's just a little more quiet right now. A little more reserved, like her. Up there. Climb the mountain and hope not to get electrocuted by the slimes. Go bye. Okay, we're good. Don't follow me.
Star Snatch Cliff! We made it! Paimon hopes we find someone we need here.
What would they be doing out here?
Help! Oh, I beg you, please don't let go!
Timaeus!
Who's that yelling? Let's hurry and take a look. Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria and Mona? What kind of mishmash ensemble is this?
I was a little confused as well.
Good question. What kind of a motley crew is this?
It's been a while, traveler.
Greetings everyone, and a happy Windblume Festival.
You two are looking pretty good. I trust you've been well.
Pretty good, yeah. Had to deal with another nations falling apart, but that's okay.
Yep, we're definitely faring a lot better than this poor guy on the ground.
I think that was Timaeus.
Hey, please don't rub salt in my wound. I really have been trying my best.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you'd have been seriously hurt, if not dead.
I know. I really am grateful, miss. I can't thank you enough.
Timaeus, what were you doing hanging off the edge?
Don't mention it. Just lending a hand.
Why does Rosaria always look so sickly pink? Like, I get that she's goth and whatever and indoors a lot, but still.
Quite literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up, he would have gone tumbling down the cliffside.
What happened? Did Timaeus almost fall off the cliff?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Star Snatch Cliff today to pick some flowers and ran into Mona on the way. She took a look at her scry glass and advised me to turn back because it would be dangerous.
But you still came up here anyway?
Yeah, you should listen to Mona, trust me. She knows what she's talking about.
Well, yes, I did, because there's something I just had to do.
Oh, I hardly think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
Yeah, you could probably gotten flowers somewhere else. Or I could have gotten them for you.
It's rare to run into someone with a death wish in this area.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true. I mean, when Mona said it would be dangerous, I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm sorry, okay? I was wrong. I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love-struck Mondstadters is what the Windblume Festival's all about.
I guess, but still, you gotta be more careful, Timaeus. Timmy? Whatever we're gonna call you.
Okay, that explains you. But why is Rosaria here?
Doing some sort of weird monster patrol. Kinda as usual for her. Jeez Louise, my room is getting dark. Cloud is going over the sun. Okay, let's turn the light on. Hold on one second. I'll be back. Okay, that's better. Now I can actually see in here and not strain my eyes to look at the computer.
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds. I wasn't planning on having to save a life along the way.
So that's why the scryglass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Very funny. Anyway, Traveler and Paimon, what brings the two of you to Star Snatch Cliff?
We were just looking for peeps, including all three of you.
Just trying our luck. We've got a lot of people we need to see today, so we've been all over the place. Actually, you're some of the people we were looking for.
Huh?
I see. So all we'll need to do is find some clues, make a note, and drop it off at the mailbox?
Goodness, I never noticed how many bags this woman has under her eyes. She's tired.
I can't believe there's a prophecy like this, let alone that I have a part to play in it. Oh, I guess this means everyone will find out about my crush now. I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love. They'll really suit her. She's...
No one asked. Please, do not subject us to your gushing about your girlfriend.
Oh, you saw right through me.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter. Just wait for it to show up in your mailbox.
You can be on your way now. We won't keep you any longer.
Alright, then let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
Bye for now, everyone. Timaeus, please try not to fall off another cliff. Just stay safe. We need you alive, probably.
Will do. This is all so embarrassing. Thank you both.
And that boy is love struck if he about fell off a cliff trying to find flowers. Guess this is kind of a love struck cliff since these two lovebirds are up here. Hello, Marla and Marvin. Seen you probably like 100 times. Well, not 100, but you get the picture. Oh, they actually have a Windblume festival thing. Guess probably they thought about it since we were already up here, and it is lovebird season, I guess, as they were saying. Windblume festival is here, yet it holds no meaning for me. Don't say that. Have your father's approval at this time, and for lovers is ours also. It's also better with you. Every day might as well be the Windblume festival. Aw, that's cute. Yeah, you love birds. Get on with it. Okay, yeah. I got places to be. I thought it would just be like 2 lines of text. Good lord. Okay, where are we heading now? Okay, back to our mailbox, I'm betting. What? Okay. Is something wrong with my live stream? Hold on 2 seconds. Okay. Internet, what are you doing? Let me look at what's going on here. Okay, Wi-Fi. Okay, my tablet's Wi-Fi is a little whack, but it looks like the regular Wi-Fi is okay, so we're still going, I think. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, yeah, we're good. Sorry, I had no clue what in the world was going on with my tablet. It's old, so I should have expected it to freak out. But hello, kiddos, you're back.
We're back. Oh, but it looks like you two beat us.
Yeah, that's a cute little mailbox. I like it.
Welcome back. Did everything go well?
Yep, we managed to find and talk to everybody.
We got back a little early, so we took some time just now to put the mailbox together.
That's adorable. I want one for my teapot.
We got really lucky today. The vendors were feeling super generous, so we didn't even need to pay for the materials. It's just a shame that Collei got a splinter.
Ow, I know those are painful.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to working in the rainforest. I get splinters all the time. I've already taken care of it.
We've already wrapped up everything on our to-do list for today. So, all we need to do now is wait for everyone's letters to arrive. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you get some rest while I keep an eye on the mailbox?
Alright.
You're definitely your master's student, Sucrose. As long as you or Albedo are around, Paimon can relax and know that everything's taken care of.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
Wait. Actually, there's one thing that still needs taken care of. Paimon's starving. Hey, Traveler, you want to get dinner? Your treat.
Of course it's my treat. You don't have money. Alright, I guess I better go get Paimon some food.
I'll go with Sucrose to return the leftover materials to the vendors. You two, go get a proper meal. We can't have anyone going hungry.
Yeah, now would be a good time for a break. Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and collate all the information we've gathered.
Excuse me, who are you? And why are you listening into our conversation?
Sounds like a plan.
I need answers, and I need them now. Wait, can I go that way and maybe find them? You never know. Okay, I don't see... Okay, no, I don't see them anywhere. Tell me. I don't want to wait like a day. In-game.
Paimon will have this one, and this one, ooh, and this one.
They really need to match up the camera pans with the English dub of like, or the other dubs, because it's only matched up with the Japanese ones. It doesn't work out that well. Hear that? It's the sound of Mora pouring out of my wallet.
Hey, Paimon's really hungry. And don't forget, Paimon's also ordering for you too. It's not like Paimon's gonna eat everything by herself.
Well, thank you for thinking of me, you little money monger.
Ooh, Paimon is super full.
You have your own mailbox for yourself, Charles, but for your family. Well, is it like when you share with your family? Because everyone technically has a mailbox, well, unless you have a P.O. box. But that kind of counts as a mailbox in my mind. I don't know what I'm even saying anymore. It feels pretty good to just relax and take in the scenery after all that great food.
Is everything packed up and ready? What do you think about meeting up at 5 to go to my house?
Yes, everything's ready. I've packed some great wine and smoked ham. Oh, your parents will love it.
Ham? Look, we've known each other for quite some time now. Don't you think it's been long enough for you to remember that we only eat bacon in my house?
Who only eats bacon?
I must remember to get some milk today on my way home. Please, feel free to pay a visit to Cat's Tail anytime.
Enjoying the scenery?
Yep, and good timing, Venti. We probably needed you soon.
Oh, Tone Deaf Bard. Are you here for some food as well?
Should we order something for you, perhaps? That ain't alcohol.
Oh, I can put something on your tab? Well, that's a pity. I already had a few drinks before coming here.
I already said, no drinks.
I shall take you up on your kind offer another day. There should be no shortage of opportunities in the future. Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me. I come bearing good news.
Okay, and what's that? Are you gonna tell me who that sus person was? Because they sus.
What kind of good news?
Behold!
It looks like a paper with a simple map and something like an incantation on it.
What is it?
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle.
Oh, great.
Simply head to the location marked on the map and you'll find the lantern you've been looking for. However,
Yes.
if I were you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a lot of people have been laboring hard to uncover the answer. A secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed in the company of friends.
I think I get what you mean.
Then it's settled. I'll leave you to your business for now. Feel free to find me for a chat again once you're done working through the prophecy.
Okay.
Also, if you have some time, we could organize another fast-track love poem class.
Good.
Oh, you're starting that up again?
I sure am. Nobody else has signed up this year, though, so the duty to learn falls on you. Anyway, see you later.
See ya, Venti.
Venti always looks so relaxed whenever we run into him. Paimon can't help but be jealous.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could I chat with you for a moment?
And here's the mysterious woman.
Oh? Who are you?
You may call me Scarlet.
Okay, hello, Scarlet.
Just like you, I'm a traveler visiting Mondstadt from another land. Mind if I buy you a drink?
I'm not drinking today, but thank you for the offering.
Leaving the door open for another time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your travels.
You can tell? Well, we are very experienced adventurers after all.
I can. That's why I tried to strike up a conversation with you in the first place. I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting bench. From what I could gather, you were trying to investigate a bizarre prophecy?
Yes.
Yep, bizarre is definitely the word.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt? Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. If and when you manage to unravel the answer to the prophecy, could you let me know what it is?
Are you interested in it too?
Not so much the prophecy itself, but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in. I was born in a distant land, but I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. They said that it's a great place full of fairy tales and romance and recommended that I come for a visit.
So where are you from? I'm guessing Snezhnaya probably, since the cold clothing.
As it happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon. So I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights that she once saw.
What do you think about Mondstadt so far?
It certainly lives up to its name as the city of romance and freedom.
We think so too.
Yeah, it's quite pretty, even for being the first town we ever came to.
So, about the prophecy.
No problem. I'll let you know if we find the answer.
Thank you. You're very friendly. It's been a real pleasure to meet you. I'll leave it to you then. Hope you continue to enjoy the city and have a wonderful day.
She definitely isn't dressed like a local, huh? Where do you think her hometown could be?
Snezhnaya?
Please find me a flower that is not of this world, and a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie, as well as a legend that never ends.
Rosaria? Do you think she's sus? 'Cause that's Rosaria watching her.
I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a free city like Mondstadt. Good day to you, miss.
Is that a smile? Okay, wait till the next morning, 8 to 12. Alright, well, we got a map. Wait, will it want me to circle around to the actual next day, or does this count? Okay, gotta actually... Okay, fine, whatever. Game, you're a little picky sometimes about these times. Seriously. I don't know why it's always so picky about what time you have to do it. Like, do we really have to circle it around twice? Like, couldn't you just said one day, or like just said 8 to 12 any day?
Sucrose and Collei at the crafting bench.
Yeah, I'm already on my way.
So it is
Where'd the mailbox go? It was so cute.
Hey, we're here.
Traveler, Paimon, great timing. We got a lot of letters in the mailbox. and I just finished sorting them into 4 groups.
Okay.
Nice work.
Well, the real work hasn't even started yet. Which batch of letters should we read through first?
I don't know. You tell me. Read letters about a flower that is not of this world. Jeez, we have to read through all of these? Okay, read Tignari's letter. After our conversation the other day, I went over to the prophecy's wording carefully. A flower that is not of this world sounds more like a logical paradox. Think about it. If a flower is not of this world, its existence cannot be perceived. However, if this can be perceived, it will not fit the description of the prophecy. As such, my view is that the riddle's answer doesn't have to be a real plant. However, I must also note, with all due respect, that the person who came up with this riddle may not know all the plants in the world, and I dare say that no one could make such a claim. From this perspective, you could even think of some rare plants as potential candidates for the answer. Attached is a list of rare plants. I've added to a short list description to each entry, and I hope you can find them within them. Best wishes to you, Tignari. Okay, read Albedo's letter. A flower that is not of this world doesn't sound like an existing species or something created through specialized cultivation techniques. With that noted, I believe we should be thinking outside the box. After reviewing what I've learned over the years, I have now reached a conclusion. Sucrose also came to discuss her thoughts with me. She hasn't yet decided on an answer at the moment of me writing this letter, so I won't be revealing my own conclusion right now. We can discuss it in detail when we meet, and I hope everyone else's will bring their respective answers too. I'll see you then. Okay. Sucrose's letter. It feels strange to insert a letter into the mailbox that I made myself, but I did find my answer. At first I thought that the flower created using alchemy would constitute one that is not of this world, according to the prophecy, but after giving it some more thought, I realized that instead of creating an actual plant, a flower-shaped mechanism made of alchemical products might fit the description better. Interesting. So I've arrived at my conclusion, a clock in the shape of a flower. The long passage of life brushes past the timepiece, leaving fluttering petals in the wake. The elapsing years stir up the leaves, pushing the needle of time forward. Sucrose. I don't know if that's what we need, but okay. I don't know who's right, who's going to be right in any of these. Guide who will never get lost. Read Mona's letter. No one can confidently say that they will never get lost, but as long as their wish to guide and help others does not waver, they will become a ship that can traverse the waves eternally. I didn't perform any divination before writing this letter, but I have a feeling that I will witness the truth behind the prophecy together with you all. So if you need me, just call on me at my place. I'll be there. Mona. Bennett. I've been thinking about this for a long time. Before you came to me with this prophecy, it never even crossed my mind that I could be part of this. Well, as all you know, I'm probably the last person you'd think of when it comes to guiding others. I still have a long way to go, and I'm still trying to figure out how to peacefully coexist with everything in this world. But if you're asking me about who can be of help, my friend Fischl and her friend Mona, the astrologist, are both very knowledgeable and brave. I'd say they're probably the ones you're looking for. And that's my answer. Wishing you all good luck. Well, I guess Bennett doesn't think he's really the clue. Amber, what do you think? Guide is too grand a title for me, but I'd love to be everyone's friend. It's something I think I'm good at, and I'm an attentive listener, so do let me know when you feel lost. To use an analogy, I'm like a torch out in the wild that will help illuminate everyone's path, so as long as it continues to burn bright. Everything written below is not meant for Collei. Dear Collei, if you're reading this, please turn away. Okay, what's this gonna say? I've been worried about Collei lately. She's recovered from the illness, but she still doesn't look all that cheerful. It feels like she has still things she can't let go of. Allow me to write down my wish here. I hope that Collei can uncover the secret behind the prophecy and find her happiness. Wherever she is and whoever she becomes, I'll always be her friend no matter what. We're not the savior and the saved, but simply good friends. Amber. Aw. Collei, don't read the second part. Or, because, as just like, you might be embarrassed. Mika, I hope this letter finds you well. I didn't expect to be asked such a question, which caused quite a headache at first. I only know how to guide people in the geological sense, but on the journey of life, I'm still the lost kid who needs the guidance of others. But upon seeing her question, I immediately knew that I could help with. I tried drawing a map showing vegetation distribution for Mr. Tignari and Miss Collei, as well as a dragon spotting calendar for Mr. Cyno. Both are attached below. In the next few days, I will need to patrol with the captain and draw maps for Miss Lisa, so I can only support you with my well wishes. My apologies. Please forgive me. I hope the map and list will be of some help to you. Mika. That kid's it's adorable. Okay, next up, read letters about one who would never lie. Cyno. You are correct to assume that I seldom lie. This has to do with my upbringing. As a desert dweller who has been living within the academia since my childhood, my unusual identity makes it hard for others to trust me, and it would have been harder still if I was not honest. As a result, I learned to talk less and speak no more than what is necessary. Uncovering the secret behind the prophecy may come with its perils. If you need someone who would never lie, I can join you. Doesn't sound like a bad bet. Okay, now there's why did my tablet turn off? Good lord, why does my tablet freak out and do this so often? Okay, Rosaria. I must make one thing clear first. I'm not someone who would never lie. After hearing her question, I thought about many things in the past in earnest and have recalled many occasions upon which I lied. I often made up excuses to avoid choir practice. I also tell white lies too, sometimes to make myself happy and other times to allow myself to give up on some struggles. Well, the nicest lie I've ever come up with is the one I told Varka that I didn't want to stay in Mondstadt. Varka responded with another lie, and that was his advice to me. Your current abilities are not suited to life beyond Mondstadt's borders. I can't be the answer to this question, but I suggest that you consider what never lying actually means. Does it mean to never deceive, or to never lie with ill intent? It's a pity that I'm not the one you're looking for, but I believe that someone who meets the requirements will turn up. Good luck. Probably Cyno then, if I had to make a bet. But finally Razor. He never lied for ill intent, so... Bumper.exe stopped responding. Go burr. Did my stream go off when my tablet went off as well? Hopefully not. But it looks like it's still going now. Now at least. I asked my teacher Lisa to write this letter. It's much better than the ones I wrote. Many thanks. I don't lie. I trust you. Come to me when you need me. I will always be there for you. Razor. Precious boyo bean. Okay, and finally, last section. A legend that never ends. Lisa's letter. Legends were created by humans. In that sense, no legend endures forever, and all stories must end in regret someday. But as long as a good story lives in people's hearts, it does in some way live on forever. That's the conclusion I've come to after years of reading anyway. Best luck, little cuties, Lisa. Stop calling me a cutie! Klee's letter. Mom writes travel guides, but she did have friends who wrote fairy tales, so Klee's heard that at a story its author spends their whole life writing will always be a good one. Klee. Okay, and Collei. I think a legend that never ends should be a story filled with hopes and dreams. It works like a baton that's passed on from one person to the next, offering something meaningful to everyone that it touches. I was once greatly encouraged by such stories, so I think I'll be going with this answer. Well, I think that's all we need. Stop reading. We've read enough. Okay, Sucrose. Please tell me you've got an idea, because some of them I'm stumped on. You're about to go sleep, Charles? Well, hopefully you've enjoyed the time that you've spent here on our stream, my dude. So, hopefully I'll see you another time. But get some rest. Get some rest. It's probably late where you are. Okay, and turn my headphones up way too loud. Oh, goodness. Accidentally touched the volume. Just blasted my ears. Goodness.
Let me quickly summarize what we found out about a flower that is not of this world. Tighnari believes that on closer examination it might be logically paradoxal, while Albedo says that his answer would be better discussed at length in person. As for my answer, I think a clock in the shape of a flower would constitute one that is not of this world.
Possibly.
Here's what we've gathered regarding a guide who will never get lost. Mona said that she'd like to join us in uncovering the secret behind the prophecy, while Bennett suggests Fischl, Mona, or the Traveler as potential candidates. Mika didn't submit much, but he did draw a vegetation map for Master Tighnari and wrote up a dragon spotting calendar for Cyno. Amber also wrote in. She said that she sees herself as nobody's guide, but everybody's friend.
As for one who would never lie, Rosaria removed herself from consideration, but both Razor and Cyno are willing to support us in our search. Timaeus seems to have forgotten to write to us.
Well, I was wondering why. I thought we were missing something.
And finally, this is what we've gathered on a legend that never ends. Klee said that her mom has a number of friends who like to write storybooks. Lisa believes that legends live forever in people's hearts. I think that for a legend to be never-ending, it has to be filled with hopes and dreams, and actively passed from one person to the next.
So, what are the answers to the 4 riddles then?
Yeah, I got no clue on most of them.
You're really smart, Paimon. I bet you can figure it all out in no time.
Oh, well, see ya, Charles. Hopefully you had a good time, as I already said before, but get some sleep. It's probably late where you are.
Or, let's all share our thoughts on what we think the answers might be.
I'm stumped.
Wait! Wait for me!
I was wondering if this was gonna happen.
Oh, Timaeus, what brings you here?
I'm sorry, I really am. The time just got away from me and I didn't get around to writing that letter. However, I'm happy to announce that I think I can be the one who would never lie.
Huh? This is kind of sudden.
Yeah.
Not that we don't trust you, Timaeus, but, could you elaborate a little after you catch your breath?
Of course, of course. Do you still remember the time I, collaborated with a certain Miss Ying-R?
Could you remind me?
Well, basically, she helped me out a lot with my research into potion making once, and, well, we've stayed in touch through letters ever since.
Yeah, I thought this is what it was about.
Wait, so Ying-R is the girl from Lila that Sucrose mentioned earlier? We always assumed you were hard at work every time we saw you at the crafting bench. So you've just been writing letters to Ying-R the whole time?
No, I mean, not all the time. I've done some work too. And anyway, our correspondence covers a lot of serious topics, like perfumes, potions, alchemy. Anyway, a few months ago, I made a vow to the heavens that I will be true to myself and never utter an insincere word until the day that I've managed to win Miss Ying-R's heart.
How about just never in general?
So, at Star Snatch Cliff, you were picking Cecilia's as a gift for Ying-R?
Well, that's right. The Cecilia flower is said to represent a once wayward heart transformed by the power of love. I couldn't think of a better flower to give than that.
Aww.
I know full well that Miss Ying-R is far more knowledgeable than I in both the ways of the world and the ways of our craft, but I thought I should make the effort for once and put myself out there.
Good thinking.
Which brings me to the subject of the last few days and the Windblume Festival. I thought it was time for me to invite Miss Ying-R to Mondstadt. But yesterday, Albedo told me that Sucrose has been working hard to help another girl achieve her dream.
Huh?
And when I went to take a look at our roster, I saw that she'd done my remaining work for me. I feel incredibly guilty. I've been spending all of my time in my own fantasy world while everyone else has been bending over backwards to help other people. How could I ever hope to be worthy of Miss Ying-R's love if I'm so selfish?
I wouldn't say it's selfish. You just gotta find a balance, is all.
Oh, Timaeus.
And that's why I've decided to join you.
But then what about Yingar?
Yeah. Haven't you been planning this for over a month now? You said you were gonna invite her to Mondstadt.
Well, yes, I did mention in my letters that I'd like her to visit, which is why I just sent her another gift with my hand-picked Windblumes, along with a handwritten letter. I explained that a matter of great importance has presented itself to which I must devote my full attention for the time being. As soon as it's resolved, I'll make haste to Liyue to pick her up in person.
Well, good for you. Two birds, well, not two birds, one stone, but you're gonna get to do both things.
I made sure to package the gift and letter with the greatest care. All I can do now is hope that she'll understand. Point being, please know that I sincerely want to support you in this endeavor. Plus, I think I'm an honest person. As far as I recall, I don't think I've told a single lie in my life.
Well, sounds like our honest person, man.
Well, you certainly convinced Paimon with that speech. Don't worry, Timaeus. We won't let your determination go to waste.
Thank you, Timaeus.
Thank you, everyone. I promise to do everything I can to help.
Okay, so it looks like we found our one who would never lie.
Great! Let's keep it up. On to the other three.
Okay, so what's the answer to that?
Okay, Paimon will do the honors. Ahem. We have with us here the flower, the guide, the legend, and Timaeus.
Huh? Why did you only say Timaeus' name? You should say my name, too.
All right. We also have Klee.
That's me!
With Klee here, this all somehow feels like we're getting ready for a field trip.
Well, we kinda are.
There's nothing wrong with a more relaxed atmosphere, is there?
Albedo, have you figured out your answer?
Of course. We will soon see if my hypothesis has any merit.
Actually, I'm still feeling a little nervous.
Me too.
Don't worry. We'll figure it out. Everything will go great.
But weren't you all fired up just a moment ago?
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's do this.
Actually, I'm a little worried too. Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
Don't worry, Sucrose. Why do we have so many shy people?
I know what you're feeling. Saying anything becomes so much harder when there are so many people watching.
Well, does anyone know the exact location of where we're headed, or should I do a reading on my scry glass?
I think it's time to pull out the map.
According to the prophecy, once we figured out the answer, we should test it at the Lantern of Utmost Joy. Wait, but where is this lantern?
Oh, we know something about that.
I've already found out where it is.
What?
Wow, that's amazing. You really know how to do everything under the sun.
Then we'll let you lead the way.
Follow me, then.
This is it. We're off to find the sacred location of the Lantern of Utmost Joy.
Let's see what in the world this is, and who the powerful person who set this up is. As well as... what in the world? Are we gonna tell that woman that we figured it out, or is that gonna come after we find it? Maybe after. I don't know. So this is where we're supposed to go? Okay. Okay, let's go.
According to the map, it should be somewhere around here.
Let me take a look. Oh, it should be right up ahead.
Aww, I don't see any lanterns here. Now that I think about it, the prophecy didn't say anything about what the Lantern of Utmost Joy actually looks like, right? Maybe we've overlooked something?
Maybe.
Traveler, are you trying to figure out something else from the paper?
Exactly. Venti's note here says we should look up and seek the answer from the sky.
Paimon's
I don't know. The slip also says, now you should recite the incantation. Come on, take a look at this.
Place the squirrel on the back of the pointy-eared cat, and a pious puppy will open the doors to show you the way. Huh. Paimon read the whole thing out loud, but nothing's happening.
Look! Look! The wind is blowing!
I guess the wind did help us, aka Venti.
What a strong wind current. Let's ride it up and see where it leads us.
Huh? We'll have to fly up there? Can someone carry me with them?
Here.
Alright, he probably doesn't have a wind glider. What in the world is that island? That's not usually here.
This is the first time I've ever flown like this!
Don't worry, Timaeus, you'll be fine. What in... Alice in Wonderland? Alice. That is so funny that I just said Alice in Wonderland and my brain said Alice.
How did this little island get up here in the sky? Did somebody make it?
And there was the phonograph. Doesn't Alice usually talk for that in the past?
Just to be safe, I've been jotting down our entire route here. This way, no one will get lost.
Oh, good thinking, Collei. Huh. Who would have thought we'd find this kind of table here? Weird. It's almost as if someone was holding a tea party.
Quite cute.
I never would have guessed that such a place could exist. Right above Mondstadt, too.
Wow, look at that pretty lantern on the table. There's even a chair for each side of the lantern, too.
Huh. It's a pretty one.
There seems to be something on the back of this chair. Let me have a closer look. Take your seat, present your answers, and you shall reach enlightenment. Well, as far as instructions go, I guess that's simple enough.
I guess, and we need to have our people sit down here. Our answers?
So we just need to do as it says, right?
Wait a second.
What?
Huh? What is it, Albedo?
We'd better make sure this place is safe before taking our seats. Everyone, please stay clear for a moment.
Well, all our questions and doubts aside, the scenery here is pretty amazing. It'd be impossible to feel stressed here.
Quite cute.
How is everything, Albedo?
Everything seems to be fine. I didn't find any traps or suspicious mechanisms, but I also couldn't find any overt destructive devices.
Well, that's good.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, it seems that wrong answers won't have any catastrophic consequences. Looks like we'll have to sit on these chairs and fulfill the prophecy. Everyone, I would like to suggest that we try some risky answers on our first attempt. Let's reserve our most confident answers for the second round.
Okay.
That sounds kind of smart. But why?
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I get what he means. If we do as he says, then we may be able to figure out how the puzzle works.
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
Mona, is there something wrong? You're not looking too good.
Oh, are you hungry? I brought some snacks.
I could use those snacks, Klee, because I'm hungry.
Thank you for offering, Klee, but that's not quite it. While Albedo was checking just now, I gave my scryglass a spin hoping to find some information. But there's a strange aura to this place. It's almost as if someone has been staring at me as soon as we stepped foot in here.
Huh.
But if nothing here has actually been physically tampered with, then no. Could that person be?
Mona just shivered. Did she sense some kind of great power?
What do you mean, Mona? Who could it be?
She doesn't like Alice, if I remember correctly, so is it Alice?
Never mind. It's not like I've got any proof.
Don't leave us on the edge like this, Mona. I'll just do what Albedo said.
Yes. Let's test the hypothesis together, Klee.
Come on, join us, Mona.
Oh, all right. Okay, then I'll answer the first question. If someone were to ask me to find a flower that is not of this world...
You can do it, Sucrose.
I think she already had it, but thank you for the pep talk, Collei.
Then I would fetch a tetragonic sweet flower.
Alright, I'm up next. My part of the prophecy is to find a guide who will never get lost.
Collei, I hope you found your answer.
My answer is that I will be that guide.
What?
For a long time, I have been guided by others. It's taken me a while, but I finally made it to where I am today. Although I still haven't made a name for myself, and I'm still quite immature, I would still like to put my name forward. Because I would like to become a guide that can help others.
Aww.
I want to help others the same way Amber, Master Tighnari, Cyno, and everyone else helped me. Now it's my turn to pass on the gift that I've been given.
Aww.
All right. It's up to me to answer the third part. I'll submit myself as one who would never lie. Although I've never really had any other virtues or talents, I'm confident that I've always been an honest person. I'd like to thank everyone, too, for giving me this opportunity to validate myself.
And last but not least, I will answer the final part of the prophecy. There's no tale more befitting the title of a legend that never ends than our fates as human beings.
Wait! The lantern just lit up!
Wait, these weren't even close to our answers, but you know what? I guess it worked.
Whoa! All 4 sides of the lantern are glowing! Huh?
But all we did was submit a batch of test answers.
Collei, could I ask you to stand up for a second?
Oh, alright.
And it went out. I guess these are the correct answers. Wait, what?
Huh? What's going on? Why is it lighting up regardless of who's sitting in the chair? Didn't it say we have to answer all the questions correctly?
Maybe any person is capable of these things, or whatever? I don't know.
It's pretty clear now, isn't it? We've just proven that there is no right answer for this prophecy.
No right answer? But how could that be?
Although the instructions had come from an old and enigmatic prophecy, it is in fact nothing like the ancient mechanism that we had all imagined it to be. I believe the lantern only serves as a simple signal.
And to think, I never expected you to actually find this place.
Who are you, woman?
What? There's someone else here?
We meet again, traveler.
Hello, Scarlet.
Hey! You're that Outlander we met the other day at Good Hunter!
It's all thanks to you that I was able to find this place. Good thing that you were too preoccupied with the prophecy to notice someone tailing you from the shadows.
Are you Fatui?
Oh, is that so? Then, why do I spy yet another person following in your shadow?
Wait, really?
There's no need for pleasantries. You should know I'm here for you.
Is it just because I'm a visitor from abroad?
I was there when you snuck your way into Marjorie's place.
Huh. So you had your eyes on me even then, huh? That was 2 whole weeks ago, you know.
It's hard not to notice you when I'm on duty every day.
All right. In that case, I'll admit it. I was the person who slipped this prophecy into the storybook.
Okay, then who are you?
Huh? But why? Then, does that mean this wasn't a real prophecy after all?
Don't worry. even though you probably have plenty of reservations about me, you can be sure that the prophecy is genuine.
Okay.
In fact, many of you here today may have heard the code name of the one who left the prophecy to me. She hailed from an ancient assembly of powerful women, each of whom used a single letter to signify themselves.
Who would have guessed? It seems that power was indeed left behind by the old hag after all.
So it is Alice.
Ah, so you're B's student. It's an honor to meet you. I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Well, what are you talking about?
It's a long story, but I'm not quite sure that I'm the best person to tell it. Since you've all spent so much time and energy trying to decipher this prophecy, you must also be very interested in the secret behind this lantern, no?
Well, of course, duh.
The lantern has already been lit. Now then, please allow me to disturb your happy peace.
What?
Huh. Why did this little thing just light up? How strange.
What? That sounds like Lisa.
Hello? On the other side of the lantern. Can you hear me over there?
Mom?
So we're talking to Alice.
Oh, I hear many youthful voices.
Madam, I am Scarlet, the successor of Jay.
Oh, since we've last gathered, Jay's successor has already become so reckless and bold. Unbelievable.
Wait. Why are you talking just like the old hag?
Old hag? Who would dare say that? Is that Mona?
Correct.
Who are you? Who dares imitate my master?
And what of imitation and mimicry? It has always been a fool's errand to mimic and learn from humanity.
Oh, it's Alice. I'm here too.
Mom, why are you trying to talk like other people?
So I see everyone's here. Well then, my warmest greetings, everyone.
Okay, so she's mimicking other people. I was wondering why she sounded like Lisa a little bit.
Miss Alice, why would you...
Well, it's been many years since this lantern last lit up. You can't blame me for thinking that one of the old friends from my youth may have decided to catch up again.
Why she sounds so coy all of a sudden?
And if I recall correctly, we left this lantern in the care of the Animo Archon Barbados. You must be commended for uncovering an artifact entrusted to the god of wind himself.
Well, I guess we did need Venti's note after all then.
Tell me, are you sitting around my beloved tea party table?
Not sitting, but we're around it.
It's a really long table.
Oh, so you are. I suppose this means even the Animo Archon has granted you entry to this place. Was all of this Scarlet's doing?
Wait. Paimon's completely lost now. So what was this assembly you were talking about earlier?
Yeah.
Oh, Miss Alice, would it be all right to leave the explanation of that to you?
Well, you should be rewarded for making it all the way up here and activating the lantern. Now then, let me tell you a long and ancient story.
Oh? Cutscene?
Ever heard of the Hexenzirkel? As the spooky name suggests, it's a secret society. Once upon a time, it even challenged the Animo Archon himself. But he replied, "Let us make music, not war, and resolve our conflicts through song." From then on, the mages would only ever convene in the woods, in the skies, or on the edges of cliffs. At these tea parties, they discussed their stories and secrets and resolved their differences, as the tea and cakes bore witness to their pledge never to fight amongst themselves.
Yesterday, I snuffed out the life of my beloved. He had grown old and was extremely sick.
What?
He loved me dearly, so I took his fate in my hands and ended his pain.
Who's that?
I'm raising a son. Of all the children I had, he's the only one left.
Is that Albedo? So that's Frauendaughter.
But I suppose that still makes me a mother.
My lifespan is nothing compared to yours, so I wish to leave you with my storybook. Actually, maybe you can pass it on to your children one day.
Oh, this looks interesting. Let me scry.
I'm betting that's Mona's master. Wait, that was our star.
My dear sisters, we mustn't let prophecies threaten our bonds of friendship. Even the most frightening witch was once a little girl, and growing up can be so tough. Sometimes we all need to vent our troubles to the wind. Even if the nations go to war, or the sky falls down, the mages' tea parties shall forever be held around this table.
All right.
So this is where the legendary mages held their meetings.
Interesting. I don't know what that all means, but it's interesting.
That's right. We often met here to chat and have tea.
Then what about the part saying that if we light the lantern of utmost joy, we'd receive a supreme blessing?
About that. I never expected anyone other than Jay to actually read the full contents of that prophecy. It's a little embarrassing. The truth is, that prophecy was actually just a letter that we sent to Jay as a group the day before her wedding.
What?
So it was indeed written by all of you.
I must thank you for resisting the urge to immediately reveal the truth to everybody, Albedo. Knowing you, you probably figured out everything the moment you laid eyes on the message.
No, it took me a little longer than that.
Well, Albedo's smarter than me.
A flower that is not of this world, a guide who will never get lost, one who would never lie, and a legend that never ends. These 4 descriptions signify 4 individual mages. When a member of the organization had to leave the group to spend the rest of her days with her beloved, the other mages would write down this prophecy and send it to her to invite her for a final get-together.
Oh, so it was like a letter for Scarlet that basically let's get together since you got married one last time.
A flower that is not of this world signifies, of course, flowers that do not naturally exist in this world. This is the signature of our full name, Rhindaughter, also known as Gold.
Albedo's creator and teacher.
If there's anyone in this world who could create a flower species that does not yet exist, it would be her.
I guess it makes sense.
The guide who will never get lost is N, otherwise known as Nicole. You may not have encountered her yet, but she is a truly extraordinary woman who has made this world's direction and order her subject of study.
Okay.
Some of you may be fortunate enough to have already heard her voice. Like a prophetess, she will only speak to guide people toward the truth when a change has occurred in the world. She has a tendency to suddenly speak in someone's mind without any warning.
Huh? Could she have been the one who spoke to me while we were investigating Asahi? Wait, that's the nickname for my wanderer. Scara boy. So, one of the witches was the one who talked to me at the end of the quest? Okay, that's interesting. Again, I still don't know what that means, because, like, I don't know what the message means, nor do I know what she has to do with anything, but okay.
If one day you would be unfortunate enough to run into a truly dangerous situation, she may use her voice to guide the way forward for you.
Who would have guessed that there are so many mysterious women in this world, and that they would all know each other?
The one who would never lie is me. I hope no one would take offense. It's just that I, Alice, or A for short, have always had a soft spot for those with sincerity and candor.
So, is this actually true that you don't lie? So we can trust her. We can trust her with a lot of things. I'm guessing. Well, okay, technically someone not lying doesn't mean that you can trust them, but still, I think we can trust her.
As for A Legend That Never Ends, you may not know M in person, but you've likely encountered one of her works. Have any of you ever read The Boar Princess?
Huh? I'm pretty sure every child in Mondstadt has read that book.
It's also one of my favorite stories. M was an exceptional human writer who used her prose to teach me the meaning of grief. Don't you think such a person would deserve a seat at the mage's table?
I guess?
Paimon's getting more and more lost.
It may sound hard to believe, but I can attest to everything that Alice has said. Jay was also a mortal who aged and passed on, leaving her title to her students and followers. Alice, you've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors. It's now been centuries since the first of us took on her mantle. I've always wanted to meet you.
Do you also want to become a mage?
Title aside, I think I'm more interested in the meaning and purpose of the Hexen Circle.
Me too.
I used to think that the Hexen Circle was a group of women who could control the very fate of this world. But now, I've seen for myself that besides Jay, many other ordinary people were also among you.
Sounds like it.
Do you think less of us now?
No.
No, not at all. My interest has been piqued, and I'm now even more drawn towards the idea of becoming a mage.
You're right. I've never acknowledged any of Jay's successors, but you are different. You are much more fascinating than any of your predecessors.
Oh, has someone finally piqued Aunt Alice's interest?
Now is not a good time, Scarlet, but as soon as I am able, I will seek you out for a meeting. I want you to tell me all about Jay's married life back in her hometown.
So the mage who received the prophecy letter from all of you was Jay? She left the Hexen Circle after getting married?
Precisely. There was only one way the letter could have been interpreted. She would have known what we meant as soon as she saw the message. We were just asking one thing of her. Please come to see us again. Before you go and settle forever with your happiness, please come share some of it with your best friends and sisters.
So they're kind of like a sorority, basically. Some of them normal people, some of them a little more magical, like Alice.
So, the Supreme Blessing actually meant...
All journeys are fleeting and will eventually come to an end. What will give us the most fulfillment and happiness in the end are those who will greet us at our journey's destination. Dear child, I believe you can also understand what I am talking about. We women will always have many troubles and encounter pains and frustrations that will keep us up at night. But no matter how hard things may become, we will cross mountains and oceans to see our best friends again, regardless of how many years have passed or how far the distance may be.
True.
As long as we can be with our beloved friends, our hearts will be filled with joy. To us mages, that's what being supremely blessed is all about.
Sweet.
Oh. I still don't get it, but I do know that all the mages are Mom's best friends.
If you ask how I see it, the Hexen Circle is just a group of ladies that I spent my youth with. Anyway, I'll introduce some of the other members to you all later. I still have a few things to attend to, so this will have to do for today.
Come on, I want more now.
Bye, Mom. Todoko says bye, too.
Such a cute little kid.
Goodbye, darling, and farewell to all of our other friends as well. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Oh, now that I think of it, isn't it getting close to that time of year?
Do you mean Windblume?
Yes, it's Windblume again, Alice.
It's also a special anniversary date. I'm sure you still remember.
Yes, I do remember now. It was on this day many, many years ago that Jay tied the knot. Ah, just in time for the Festival of Love and Freedom. Everyone, please enjoy this year's Windblume Festival to the fullest.
Will do.
didn't you tell me we'd have to glide all the way back down?
What else do you think we're gonna how we do it? Like, for Pete's sake. Timaeus, use your brain. We love you, bud, but still. Use your brain. You okay, Timaeus?
Are you okay, Timaeus? Maybe you'd feel better if you just, you know, let it out.
Hopefully you don't mean just barf.
I'm fine. I'm just a little glider sick, that's all.
You may want to look into getting your own gliding license when you have the time. It might prove helpful to you.
Okay. Sure thing.
It sounds like you've still got something on your mind. Why don't you tell us? We're all happy to listen.
Let me guess. Yingar?
It's nothing, really. It's just... Well, Alice's story was really interesting and romantic. I won't argue about that. But still, the whole thing wasn't quite what I was hoping for. Of course, I didn't actually expect the supreme blessing to be real, but...
Don't say that. None of this was your fault, Timaeus. Honestly, it's more on me for having agreed to be the Windblume Festival's special ambassador. Had I not asked for everyone's help...
Aww.
If anything, it should be my fault for finding that prophecy.
Oh, no. I didn't mean to blame the two of you either. I just feel like this whole adventure didn't really end on a high note, and we also didn't really get anything out of it.
It's okay. Sometimes it's just the journey that's the fun part.
But I'd say we still learned something new.
Well, that aside, Timaeus, you still need to go to Liyue to apologize to Yingar, right? Do you want Collei and I to accompany you?
Oh, Miss Yingar. Well, I mean, I just really don't want her to get mad at me. Now that I've come back to my senses, I really don't know what I should do.
Well, just tell her that you found some cool floating island with witches is used to gather on.
Hey, you three? You may want to look over there.
I guess she came here by herself.
Huh? Miss Yingar?
Oh, so that's Miss Yingar? I've never met her before.
Yep, that's her. And she actually came all the way to Mondstadt.
Sounds like she really does like him.
I am so sorry, Miss Yingar. But how did you... I mean...
Are you so happy just to see me?
Well, of course I am. I'm so happy that, I don't, sorry, I don't know what to say.
I was ready to give you a harsh scolding, but now that I've seen you like this, I suppose I could let you off the hook this time. You said you couldn't come to pick me up because of a very important matter, right? Well then, of course I had to come and find you instead.
Aw.
Should we go see how they're doing?
Maybe let them just be.
Oh, I wouldn't. You'll get hit by a forest boar if you interrupt a couple's romantic conversation.
Oh, really? We'll just leave them alone then.
I guess that explains all the times that I get hit by boars. They look quite happy. Maybe that's what Windblume's all about.
I am so glad to see Timaeus find his happiness.
I have to say, I'm even more envious of you, Sucrose. You can be happy just to see others happy, and you gave me so much help without any expectations in return. Even though you said that we're very much alike, I still feel like you have a much bigger heart than I do.
Aww.
But if you say that, then I'd say I'm also nowhere near as brave or tenacious as you. I guess we have the same amount of positive qualities. They're just spread over different parts of our personalities. I've never visited Sumeru, or made many friends from outside of Mondstadt. I'm happy just to have met and become your friend.
Aww.
Maybe I'll get shy and flustered when I meet other people I don't know in the future. But that's okay too. Since we are so alike, you probably get what I'm trying to say. You just need to believe that all of your issues aren't really issues at all.
Yeah.
But isn't it too late now for me to learn to accept myself?
No, never too late.
Well... Do you know anything about the blooming cycles of Cecilius?
I may have read about that in a book before.
That's a topic that my parents used to talk about back when they were still dating. Surprising, right? To think that people would talk about that while on a date. My mom brought it up at dinner one time last month. She called my dad the most boring man she knew, and said that he even turned up late to a date once, all with a smile on her face. But she also said that learning is just another part of life. It's never too late to start something, as long as you recognize that it's something good for you to do.
Aw.
Why don't you give it a try, Collei?
Okay, I'll try my best. They're really having a great conversation. Paimon can't even find a moment to join in.
Well, isn't it great that they're getting along so well?
I nearly forgot. This is for you.
This texture. Are these seeds?
Yep. I believe I mentioned my sweet flower research to you before. These are the seeds of the sweet flower cultivars that I've worked on. It's nothing too special, but they're the best cultivars that I've made. So, I really hope that you'll like them.
I think she will, since she's planted flowers in the past before and likes taking care of them.
They're super sweet and easy to grow and keep. I'm also submitting them as my Windblooms for this year. I wish that the Animal Archon could also see how lovely they are.
Oh, he does.
Thank you. I'll plant them in the Avidia forest and take good care of them.
Collei, please take these notes with you. I've heard that you've been working hard on your studies, so I've prepared some study materials for you at Sucrose's request. Feel free to look through them whenever you can find the time. Mondstadt's doors will always remain open to you.
Thank you so much. Really,
Aww.
I don't know what to say. I'm just really happy. Ah, Sucrose, now's your chance. Didn't you want to collect a breath of joy?
You're right. I almost forgot. Collei, can you exhale once into this test tube? I will save this breath of joy and use it in my research.
Oh, really? May I?
Of course.
Collei exhales into Sucrose's test tube and the fluid turns a deep violet. A small sparkling cloud then puffs out of the test tube and rises into the air like a marshmallow before it's taken away by the wind. Why is it purple? It's an exhale.
Huh? What was that?
It was like a little cloud of happiness, but now it flew away.
Okay, I do not like that. I feel like that's gonna bite us in the butt later. Supposedly next update is gonna be like a boss fight or something. And I've heard rumors that it's something purple and mist-like. And does everyone remember what happened to Collei in the manga? Where she has this stupid purple stuff that it takes over her. This is not good. This is not good. I feel like this is gonna bite us in the butt later. I feel like this is gonna come back later, and we're gonna have a big problemo. I guess even though that it's sealed off, it's still in her. This is not good. This is not good. I thought this would be just gone and done now that Elizar is gone. But I guess no, apparently. This is not good. This is not good. If you have read the manga, you know why this is not good. This is not good.
Well, luckily, there's still some breath left in the test tube. I'll seal it up for now.
Sucrose, do not use that in anything that you want good things to happen to, because that is not good.
I'll keep working on it and let you know as soon as I have any breakthroughs in my research.
Yeah, you can write to me. I'll be sure to respond as soon as I receive your letter.
Oh, it looks like you found a new pen pal.
Master Trinari! Cyno!
If your friendship was forged in a test tube, does that make you test friends forever?
I need that laugh, Cyno, thank you, after how terrified I am of that at purple mist.
That's it. I think you've ruined Sumeru's reputation in Mondstadt beyond all hope of repair.
All that matters is that I've enjoyed Mondstadt immensely. The dragon here possesses a majestic form.
It is quite cool.
Oh, that reminds me. Traveler, this card back is for you.
Wait, for me? Didn't Cyno commission this?
Cyno wanted you to have one for yourself. If I had to guess, I'd say he probably wants you to use it if you challenge him to a duel.
Can do.
I'm a master of the game. Do you dare challenge me?
Well, I want your card, so yes, I will challenge you soon.
Can you believe this guy? Huh. Let's knock him off his high horse.
It's time to duel!
Wait! I've got something to give you, too.
Oh?
Huh? Collei has a gift for us?
Yeah! I figured I should follow local Mondstadt customs and prepared a few small things themed after the Windblume festival.
Aww. It's a bookmark with a Sumeru rose flattened on it. That's cute. And that's kind of funny because Tignari in his voice lines mentions that you can press certain flowers and make quite nice bookmarks. So it's funny that his apprentice did such a thing for a gift for us. It's cute. Oh, and hello, I can't read your name. I think you've showed up on our streams before. Hello, Ukraine person.
I made these bookmarks from Sumeru roses at the hotel. I want to give them to Amber, Master Tighnari, and Cyno.
Aw.
During Windblume, Mondstatters offer flowers to the people most important to them. You three are family to me.
Aww.
But Tighnari said that we're not anything like an academic family. He wouldn't write joint papers with us.
Oh, just a regular family.
Well, in this case, we can consider ourselves as regular siblings. And that should be just fine.
I agree. Oh, and here are some Padisara seeds as well. These are for the Traveler, Paimon, and everyone else from Mondstadt.
Whoa, are these really for us?
Thank you. We really appreciate it.
So, are these your chosen Windblooms?
Mm-hmm. One of them. Both Padisaras and Sumeru roses are my Windblooms. Although they're not native to Mondstadt, they are the flowers that can best express my feelings. I want to give them to the people I feel thankful for. To those who I wish to accompany as we greet more seasons and future Windblooms together. The real blessing in life is when you are surrounded by people who you'd miss day and night, and who you'd want to see even if that meant crossing mountains and oceans to do so.
This is so wholesome.
I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Cute. Very cute, except for the test tube, but we'll forget that for now, and we'll deal with it whenever it comes back around, eventually, because I know it will. After all, what happened in the last year, around this time of year, we had the Raiden Gokuden and Iridori festival thing, learning about Scara, ruining everything.
Sucrose, do you see that cloud over there? Huh? Doesn't it look just like your test tube?
Cute. And why am I in a bush? Okay. Thank you, but no, stop. Oh, and I actually do have a new card backing. Nice. And Collei's Windblume. Aww. I'm not ever playing Matt. Nope. No siree, Bob. Nope. 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 If in case I can for some reason plant it, I'm keeping it. Where is it? To Collei, the only flower that can serve as her Windblume and convey her gratitude and well wishes is the Potysar. She now offers their seeds to you, and in visiting Mondstadt again, Collei has taken the tentative step towards the future. May her coming days be a small seed held within her palm, filled deep with the potential for light and hope. Okay, that is definitely Collei. Oh my gosh, and are you two on a date? Are you two on a date doing, like, alchemy?
Am I dreaming? Miss Ying-ar, you really came all the way to Mondstadt to see me?
Yeah, she did. She right there. I can see her too.
Why were you willing to make the trip? I still can't believe it.
Why wouldn't I want to come see you, It's not like a quick trip from Liyue to Mondstadt is completely unheard of or anything.
It's not that quick of a trip.
Also, isn't it time for you to drop the miss and just call me Ying-ar?
Oh, Ying-ar. Ying-ar. I think I still need some time to get used to calling you that.
Not that hard, but okay.
Look at you, already so flustered. And we're just getting started.
No, I'm just overwhelmed with happiness. Thank you so much for coming to see me for Windblume.
Try talking to Demeus. I can't talk to... whatever. I thought I could actually talk to him, for Pete's sake. I had to interrupt you to pretend that I wanted to use the alchemy table or duel with you, really? Wait, game, come on. But just making sure. There aren't any other quests left. Nothing? Yeah, looks like all those are there. And those are just the mini games, and that's just the shop, so I think we've done everything story related for this. So guys, I think since we've been streaming for about 3 hours at this point, I'm gonna have to end this here, especially since my throat is starting to get a little raspy or whatever you want to say after reading all those letters at once. Like seriously, why did it make me read all of that at once? Why do some of these events just decide, let's make them read out loud a butt ton rather than voice act? Good lord. Just have voice acting, or just concisely say what you want. But anyway, enough of that. Hopefully you guys have had a great time enjoying this, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe, hit the little bell to get notifications whenever I upload a new video or do a live stream, as well as check out my Twitter, @bumper_YT. Yeah, post things where it just be random, thoughts and whatever, maybe a meme or two, or a drawing or two of mine, whatever. Or as well as notifications saying that I've uploaded a new video, or that I'm doing a live stream this day, this time, and this what it's gonna be. And just a reminder of when I'm live. I'm telling you guys, hey, I'm live now. Come check it out. And also, if you don't want to check out my Twitter, if you want to just stay here on YouTube and know whenever I'm streaming, I usually, either the day before or 2 days before or streaming, I will put something on my community page. So another reason to put notifications on, because then you'll get to see when I'm planning on streaming in advance. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this, and hopefully I'll see you in whatever I'm doing next. But until then, this is Bumper, signing off. Bye, guys.